All
I
right,
need to
so
find it.
all right, we're going. So we're back with the Mokhul Empire. I think it's session 9 now. We're nearly hitting the double figures. All right, so it's been 2 weeks since we last played. My memory is blank. Does anybody want to do the catch up, or should I try?
I
Well,
think that's firmly you, mate.
oh yeah, I can. The silence just tells me
You lost
everything.
Curtis wants so little to do with it. He's just gone.
Yeah, he just left Discord. Okay, so you guys decided to. Well, you'd left Mokhul City to head northwest into the Theoboan territory to find the Monolisk that Lantix had contracted you all to explore. You did travel. On the way, you met a group of hound guards and a blood knight who said, no, the road's closed because of the plague, the pox, I think he said. And you guys headed around the farming country, heading north from there, heading west. I think it took like 12 days to get to this Monolisk. And on approaching, you realised it was this steeped kind of temple. And at the top, you would come across a celestial dog, a temple dog.
Have you missed the lizard ambush bit?
Yeah, that was... Yeah, lizard ambush happened when you left the city, but
Yeah.
that's fine. And he basically judged you before letting you in, and then you descended into the main room where, after a little bit of exploration, realised there was an illusion of a spider. It frightened some of the characters as they tried to get through. Chester realised as well that there are two elemental crystals, two elemental hearts in the shape of sapphires in the room that he said don't touch, and they were surrounded by piles of sand. You headed east in the Monolisk, where you came across a large platform, and Grildar hooked it and pulled it and realised it was just floating on two immovable rods. So the platform then crashed down to the ground some distance below in the darkness. After that, you decided to head west, where the illusion on the other wall wasn't actually an illusion, it ended up being a real spider. And you guys defeated that and come across a bridge. Headed across the bridge, and that's when you all discovered Lantix's fantastic racial ability to squeeze between the tiniest gaps, where his face morphs into like something from a Jacko box or some crap like that, where his eyes pop out and his body turns into like sluggish liquid.
But definitely not a racial ability. It was definitely a spell.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, oh, yeah, you did convince everyone it was a spell. And on the other side in there, you realised there was an axe embedded in the wall, and the shadow of the axe was that of a spider. And you took it from the wall and was immediately cursed by the axe. But its original owner, a shadow demon, attacked you. A fight ensued. You defeated the shadow demon, but then everyone got a bit curious about what Lantix was holding, and he said, "Get the fuck off my axe!" And then began a combat where they subdued him. Immediately, Chester began to give him a sensual massage, which is just basically cure wounds, to bring him back. And once he was brought back, you guys immediately tried to take the axe from him. I think you threw it down the gorge after that, and it flew off into the darkness. But then you just woke him back up, but he threw another hissy fit, and then you knocked him back out. And that's where we ended the session, just as you guys had subdued Lantix a second time, but not before he had taken a bugbear form by touching Makra. Alright. It is now... What would you like to do?
Right, that's a bit bizarre.
Should we wake him?
I don't want to shoot him again. I don't have that many arrows.
Perhaps we could fashion a little sled that we could tie behind Makra.
What would you fashion the sled from?
I don't know. Got that axe handy.
Makra, can you just carry him?
Grildar's got an axe. He says, what's the idea?
Oh no, just a joke.
A joke?
I'll just start to kind of look back over the bridge and see if I can see anything in that room.
The one with the giant rock?
Yeah.
Okay, can you make an investigation check?
Oh, can I? That's the question.
I mean, you've made every check up
glasses
to this point.
That is true. godlike checks.
Okay, so you begin to move around the room, checking the corners, nooks and crannies to see if there's anything important. And all you notice is that the room is like somewhat clean, except the ceiling, which is smothered in this thick webbing, blocking. You can't even see the ceiling because of how much webbing there is. But that's all you really notice.
Hmm.
Well,
nothing here.
What was the current situation with Lantix then? Did he turn into a bugbear and then we knocked him back out?
Yeah,
That is correct.
you
Right,
did,
okay.
yeah.
So I've just got an unconscious bugbear on the floor. Fair enough.
You've known him for longer than me. Does he polymorph a lot?
Not much longer than what I've known you, but this is the first time I've seen him do it, yeah.
Do we just tie him up and continue onwards?
I think that's going to be the best way of doing it.
Grildar offers to restrain him. He has rope.
Sweet.
Good work, good man.
Yeah, let's crack
Grildar
on.
does restrain him and says, I'll carry him. He's my friend.
I chained down the troll with one mighty chain. He was now safe. The party was safe. I was a hero once more.
I don't think he is a troll.
Sorry, mumbling again.
No, I prefer the idea that you're only saying it very briefly under your breath, but then you've just got Gwenda stood over your shoulder, just
I don't think it was a troll. So where to next?
Can we get onto the dungeon map, please?
Oh yeah, sorry, you are meant to be there, but I have not.
You bolts it up.
I did a classic army, world's largest dungeon.
Alright,
I'm assuming you can all see yourself now.
Yeah, I look very see-through and very faint, but I can see myself.
Roll20 has had big problems for me loading the maps once I'm actually on them.
Can I see this passageway, Liam?
Yeah, the rock's been moved, so you can see down into it, yeah.
So, this way, chaps?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Chester, you know that is the area that Lantix had found the axe, because he'd squeezed through the rock before Macrod moved it.
Why can I not see myself properly?
It's
like some the same.
incorporeal tokens.
Incorporeal, great word.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're all ghosts.
There you go, sorry.
Ghostkins.
Thank you.
Yeah, you didn't have Has Sight, 'cause it's a new token, I have to...
Alright. After you then, Chester.
Ah, good choice. I'll, proceed post-haste.
Yep, okay, so the small room at the end of the corridor looks like it's constantly bathed in flickering shadows, even though there's no torchlight, except the one that you bring in, actually. Never mind. That was meant to be for Lantix because of his dark vision. Or the vision he had. The ceiling is low, and small depressions can be seen as if something heavy is weighing on the stone above your heads.
Very unnatural.
And there's a gash in the rock on the south-facing wall, where the battle axe had been embedded.
There doesn't appear to be any way through.
We've not really ended up with the three most tactically minded people, really, have we? Gwenda, any ideas?
So I take offense.
You should. We could wiggle Lantix up. He's
Yeah,
tied
I don't
up,
think
and then just ask him what to do.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be very useful, to be honest.
Or I could track the monster that is supposed to be down here.
That might work. You start doing that. Shield. This is more your area, dungeons and stuff, where you grew up, I'm guessing. Any ideas where you think we should go?
Yes, there was a way east, wasn't there? Over the immovable rods, there was other doors heading that way.
I guess we could backtrack there. Do you reckon we're done around this way?
It doesn't seem to be an obvious path, does there?
No. Alright, come on then.
Very well. Right you are.
Should we make like a dummy axe or something for him so he believes he still has it?
I don't think it works quite like that.
Genius.
Oh, good stuff. Alright, so you head that way, Gwendef, and you can immediately see spider corpse, all like twisted, contorted, its legs kind of half hanging off, some of it curled into its body in its death throes. It's leaking this black ichor all over the ground.
Great.
Yeah, and as you approach this eastern door, that illusion of the spider coming towards you happens again, but you'll know it's an illusion, so you can just pass straight through it.
Alright, come on then. Right, where can we go with you then?
We could try to jump to the ledge.
Mm-hmm. How far do you reckon? I'll probably make it. Can you lot make it?
Is it just me, or does Lantix look a little different?
Yeah, you're only just noticing though.
Well, I only presume he's puffy or something. But it's more than that, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it's quite an allergic reaction. He must have cast polymorph or something on himself.
Can he cast polymorph?
Grildar
No
then...
idea.
Wait, let me check if Grildal's actually got Arcana. He doesn't, so he doesn't say a word, actually.
Nope. He is shit at magic. We've established this.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Grildar says I can make it across that ledge, I think. But
I can jump.
It's about 15 foot. Did you make it, Gondor?
I can jump 14 foot.
Maybe if I help throw you? No, it's not going to
think-
work. Well, if I jump across and then I hang over the other side, you jump the 14 foot and I'll help you with the last foot.
Grildar takes this opportunity to show off his adventurer's kit that he bought, and he's like, look, let's tie some ropes around each other just in case we fall. You go across, Makra, holding the rope, and we'll tie some of the rope around our waists just in case we fall. That way you can catch us.
In that case, Chester should be in the middle, or the second one to go, because he definitely provides the least secure anchoring point.
Ah, right you are. He's not really listening, he's still, taking down notes.
No, nothing. I'll tie the bit of this rope off around my waist and then leap the distance.
I leapt in a
It's easy.
180-degree parabolic arc.
It's easy for you, Makra, to make that jump, so you can put your token over the edge. So you land squarely, like in that square there.
Mm-hmm.
You go slam down with a loud, and the entire wall kind of shakes, and dust and bits of mortar fall over the edge.
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't think about that bit.
You
Good
do
thing
notice
that
that
all my weight.
the two immovable rods are still in the centre, just floating there.
Cool.
Okay, so you notice he's got the rope. Grildar's holding one side. And
Well,
he's-
Gwenda ties the next bit around her,
Mhm.
and then jumps.
Have you got strength 10?
I have 14.
And you can make it just fine.
Just fine.
Alright, Grildar
I'll
says
catch you as you land.
he can make it himself, but he doubts he can make it with Lantix on his back. He says Lantix seems to have doubled or tripled in weight over this transformation.
We can just bring Lantix over last and just tie it around him and then just pull him over.
Yeah.
Ah, very well. I'll slap him on the face. Wake up!
Uh-oh.
No.
That's not how you wake people up from being unconscious. You don't slap them awake. That makes them more unconscious.
Ah, right you are. You mean the carrot, not the stick. I'll start putting, aloe vera gel all over my hands.
No. In what world is this helpful?
Please tell me Grildar stopping him.
No, Grildar does go... No, he's done it. Alright, so Lantix, you gain 10 hit points.
Creamy.
I want to see what his synthesized bugbear voice sounds like.
Sounds like this. Oh, what's going on?
You've
Oh,
been
I
away.
have a headache.
Oh my god.
They're all
Come
just
on,
staring at
what's
you.
happening?
What's
Yup.
happened to your voice?
What do you mean, what's happened to it?
He's a bugbear now. Obviously his voice is deeper.
Hideous, cruel, grotesque. I stared down the eyes of the devil.
All the hair distorts the voice to make it deeper. That's how it works.
Okay. Well, good man. Doodle Bip, we need your athleticism.
I don't ever believe that's been my forte, but there are more pressing issues before that. Where is it? Come on.
It's down there somewhere.
You left it there, for Christ's sake. Right.
No, actually, the creature we're supposed to kill came in and picked it up and flew off into the north direction.
Oh, haha.
Deception for sure.
Deep into the chasm.
And you
Oh,
know
that's all we roll. Go on.
Oh, oh,
Oh my god, that's dire.
oh my god! So Lantix, your insight 8 actually manages to tell that Grendev is lying.
Yeah, Grandith is shit at lying.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But all you had to do was roll above an 8.
Now, I believe you are lying to me, Miss Redfoot. I don't really like people lying to me.
Shit, he's too smart. This wouldn't happen if Chester was the one with the axe.
I am never anything but truthful.
Come on, Mr. Decker. You've always been a good friend to me. Where is
That's
it?
right. Ah, yes, I am a hero of men, of course. Well, here's the way I see it. It kind of carried off downstream, deeper into the dungeon. We were actually on our way to get it.
I mean, you kind of told the truth. Oh.
Well, at least you're being honest. Now, how do we get it then? Where are we going?
Across this ledge, good sir. One leap and a bound, and you'll be closer to it than ever.
Yeah, let's get moving then. And he tries to jump.
Alright,
Probably
cool.
really badly. But I think there's enough movement in it.
Yep. How much strength do you have?
11.
Yeah, you can make it.
Cool.
Alright. So
I like how we've abandoned the plan of having Chester go in the middle.
Can I have some proper sight, please? I don't think I've got
what sight do you actually have? Sorry.
30.
30 dark vision, won't it?
No dark vision, just normal.
Alright, okay.
I cast
you
light,
did.
though.
You'd
So whatever
obtain
light
the
is.
bugbear ability.
No.
You should be able to see it now, I think.
Yes.
I should do it the other way around, but yeah. Yeah, there
Yes,
you
that's perfect.
go. Right. You cast light. I'd say you did that
Go.
before you left.
Come on, then. There's no use lollygagging.
Is it, deep?
Gildar looks over, kicks him in the mortar, and goes, "Well, I can't hear it, so if you fall, you're gonna die."
Yes. Righto. Do you say I needed strength 11?
You need strength 10 to make it across. What's this strength?
Okay, 11.
Alright, yeah, so you leap across daintily and land on the other side, just as like the mortar and bricks behind kind of fall off into the darkness.
Good God, how freeing.
I thought for sure you were gonna.
Wow.
Ah, not in this. What do you think? Should this book be like a 3-part special, or perhaps they'll make a play about it? That's where the money is, of course.
Why don't you write a story about my wonderful axe?
Ah, that I can do. I'll call it
Good man.
The Monolith and Me Too. Endgame. Haha.
Oh my god!
Alright, let's get this door open.
Alright, so this giant bronze door depicts a battle of sorts, Lantix. Depicts what looks like a spider queen with the body of a female, long hair, spindly, rising up into webs, and the other half of the door looks like Bastat with a flaming blade lighting up the entire battlefield around him as he stands on a mound of bones. And the door seems slightly ajar anyway, and you can smell like the faint scent of what smells like corpse, like animals packed in together, that kind of musky sweatness cloying beyond the door.
Cool. I'll give it a shove open.
Like, cool. Revealing a corridor ahead of you. The corridor itself is covered in small webs all up the side. They're nothing thick like the previous couple of rooms where it was everywhere. And rubble, detritus, and sand litters the cracked tiles on the floor.
Right.
I've been meaning to ask Mr. Lantix, why are you a bugbear?
Dunno, must be something to do with the axe, I guess.
Makes
Look
sense.
how glorious it's made me. I'm huge.
Well, you're not that big.
You what?
I'm just like weird flex, but okay next to him.
This one looks a bit more problematic.
Yeah, as you approach, there's it's weird. You'd expect it to just kind of like be broken and at odds and evens the way that the ground would, as if it was broken in the middle, but it's not. It's completely sheared straight. As you approach Atlantics, you peer over, all of you peer kind of over, and you just see it ends maybe 5 foot down, as if maybe this corridor's like also on top of something below. And ahead of you, you can see the entrance, an archway of another room, and over that archway, you see there are defunct runes painted on them.
No
I
time
would
at the
like
present,
to.
lads. Come on.
I would like to shake my Guju stick.
Oh yeah, to get some good luck, yeah?
No, I just like the stick.
Right, he just makes a weird sound like waves crashing against rock.
Well, him teleporting across isn't that useful. Or is it how many foot can you jump? Is it 15 foot per strength? Or 1 foot per strength point?
Yeah, it's 1 foot per
could
strength.
make it.
Yeah. I can launch it. It's just how we're going to get the rest of them.
Yep.
What do I see when I look down again? Sorry.
Just darkness. You just see like what looks like just empty darkness, but both sides are sheer, like below. You know, the corridor below you, as if like it's been built this way.
Oh, okay, I'll flick a coin down. See how long it takes to land.
You don't hear it.
Alright, okay, that's fine then. So I'll give one end of the rope back to Grildor and then run and jump onto the next side.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Lantix and Macron. So yeah, Lantix, you see a heaped body of heaped rotting body of a centaur lies in the far corner, and it's doused in gems and coins, and has a dagger like embedded in its shoulder.
Does it have an axe?
It does not. It has a pike,
Cool.
like in a loose grip.
For some people would say a pike is kind of like an.
What about that one?
Nice.
That's it, isn't it?
So I'll tell Grildor to make a running start and jump, and then I'll let him fall. I'll catch him on the rope and then pull him up the rest of the way.
He agrees with that, but he is going to make an athletics check just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, but it was just in case he gets in that one. So with your help, you're able to. Because he's got 16, hasn't he now? So technically, he runs, leaps, and then you yank him forward, and he lands and rolls, turns, and the rest of the rope is trailing around Gwendif and Chester.
Cool. Chester, your turn.
Righto, should I leap? Or
Yeah. Try and make most of the way yourself. Makes my job easier.
You get advantage. The only way you're going to fail this if you get double ones, I reckon.
oh, challenge accepted. Hang
What's
on.
down this hole?
Okay, we'll get to that in a sec. As you guys are rolling.
Get on.
Oh my god,
He
Chester, take
flies.
up
What?
He
Oh my
soars.
God.
He's Peter
Add in a
Pan.
somersault.
I don't soar.
I was gonna wait for Chester to only get halfway.
Okay, so, and then
Catch him, but then let the rope go loose so I could like drop him an extra 10 foot, just scare him. But he's just
Right,
fucking
so-
made it in one.
Gwendef makes it across, but she does fall. But luckily, with Macro and Grildor holding the rope, you're able to scramble up to the other side. The other room, Lantix, the room's walls are carved with ancient scenes of battle, and grime covers most of the details. In the centre of the room is a broken circular pipe. The faint scent of smoke and ash wafts up from the drain.
What is this foul creature?
And yes, like I said, you guys see like a centaur with a dagger in its shoulder. It's covered in silver coins and small gemstones.
Riches.
Now, you said the axe went down, right?
I do believe it went upriver somewhere, yes.
So you reckon this could be a way through?
Well, it's
Oh.
better lead than we had before, and it's paramount we find it, of course.
Naturally. All right. Come on then.
I'll have a look at one of these gemstones before they go.
Alright, can everyone roll initiative?
Throw my ass into the hole. Oh, good timing.
I didn't touch it.
You said you were basically you have to get within 5 foot.
It's alive!
What a shame. Oh, I haven't got an initiative.
For God's sake. Du-du, du-du, du-du,
Come on.
du-du-du.
Alright, so surprised, it goes first.
I mean, none of us are probably surprised that Chester fucked up.
No,
so I don't
they're
think
not
we should
surprised
have
by
the surprise condition.
Alright, so Chester. At that moment, as you reach over, and not really go to touch it, but just peer it, the thing moves lightning quick, the pike hits you in the guts, and then he pulls it out, and like, as he stands up, crashes the back end against the side of your face, and you take a total of 20 piercing damage.
Slimy bollocks! Fucking hell, that hurt.
And I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw.
Me as well?
Yep, not just you.
Just him.
Just him.
Just him. You got attacked.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said all of you.
No, sorry, I just need Chester to make a Constitution saving throw. Alright, you pass. That's cool. Gwendeth,
Nice.
it's your turn.
I would like to move here.
Mm-hmm.
All the other characters are still like weirdly translucent for me.
I don't know why. They don't look like that to me.
And you know what? Let's. Oh, I put a Slayer's Prey on it,
Okay,
and then I shoot it with a longbow.
nice. That's a hit. So 11
Follow.
damage.
Yep. And then I move slightly further back, and then my turn.
Alright, so the arrow sinks into it, and what you see is this black ooze beginning like just kind of like seeping out of the what look like wrappings around parts of its body.
Yeah.
Alright, Macro.
Right. Time to CC this mother trucker. I'm not even going to bother raging. I mean, how many rages have I got? I've got... Oh, I've got 3 out of 3. No, that's not right. We went on a long rest recently, have we?
Nope. You should have. Remember, these character sheets don't negate your resources naturally. You have to do it yourself. So
Yeah.
you've used one.
Yeah, I've definitely used 1 at least. I'm not even going to...
I haven't got the
Oh,
scripts installed, so
so that's 1, 2...
That's the problem. How many splatter rags did I use last session?
you used 2.
I'm just going to grip this motherfucker.
Alright, make a athletics check.
Oh. That is not bad.
Yeah. Oh, well, obviously it's. Yeah, you managed to grab hold of it, grapple it.
Mm-hmm. And then I will I'll just come this way, moving it more into this corner.
Alright.
I've still not managed to find any solid rules on how grappling and moving another creature whilst you're grappling it. I've tried to do some research into it. It's like a weird amalgamation of using push, but then you also get to drag it. But there's nothing.
By the way,
There's
you've
nothing hard in
rolled
the
that
rules.
athletics with advantage.
Did it give me the advantage? No, yeah, it was still a 20 though. That I got. It was a 20 and a 17, wasn't it?
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Alright. Anything else for you?
Nope, that has been done.
Alright, so Grildar will fling a cantrip because, you know, it misses. Crash against the wall, he moves up towards Chester. Chester.
Yeah. Pew!
What the hell was that?
It's a confetti explosion.
What? Oh yeah,
Stop
obviously.
using that when I'm grappling things, you fucking scumbag.
It's centered on me. It doesn't matter because it only hits him for the 5th one, doesn't it?
But then you throw him away from me, and then I
It's
lose
alright,
grip
it's
on him.
alright.
He's panicked.
Right, yeah, so the explosion goes off and there's like a massive explosion that sends like bits of flesh splatting against the walls. However, he doesn't seem to have gone flying.
Alright, okay, that's alright.
Ah. Keep your knickers in a twist, Macra.
Stop fucking blowing stuff up in my face, you bellend.
I don't think he's wearing knickers.
Love the
We
party
just all
back
look
now.
down and appreciate Macra's loincloth for a little while. Like, what would you call that?
Definitely Nick Knox.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, Chester?
There is, and it's going to be. When you grapple him, hold him like this, otherwise he'll break your grip.
Okay, is that to Macra?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, so Macra, this thing that you grappled does not like being grappled. It begins to thrash around. The pike cleaves across your body as he tries to push away with it, and then he brings his body up as you're holding, and his hoofs crash down on your shoulders, and you hear parts of your collarbone break. He does a total of 18 damage to you. And can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Mm-hmm. 19.
19, yep, you succeed.
Get off me, boy.
That's 18 damage to you, by the way.
18 damage. Oh,
Right.
fuck me, it's like a bastard truck.
Yep, Solanus. Lantix, fuck's sake.
Oh, for Ra's sake, we don't have time for this. Will you piss off? Oh, pop a hard light blaster at him.
Ooh, hits him clean in that centaur rump.
In that centaur bit.
And also, yeah, the defense drone hits as well.
Nice.
Oh my god, the defense drone hits? What is this?
Yep.
Yeah, that's me.
Alright, so Gwendeth.
I shoot the centaur with my bow.
Alright.
For 19 damage.
Ooh, that's a good hit. That would have been a hot shot, Gwendeth, but you know by the nature that you've seen, it's undead. And it sticks into its chest and comes out the back like a shotgun blast, spraying parts of its innards against the far wall.
Grim.
Okay, it's cheating, guys. It should be dead.
Macra.
I see this dagger in its back and wonder if that's got something to do with its power, and see if if I can remove the dagger.
Okay, you can make it's a contested strength check, I guess.
Sounds good to me. Athletics, yeah?
No, just go for straight strength.
17.
Alright, so as you go to reach towards it, he rolls a nat 20 this time and manages to push you away, and like before you manage to yank the dagger out, and like kind of elbows you to the side, but you still got grabbed hold of his armor and his wrappings.
Yeah. Fair dues. That's me done.
Right. Grildar goes for the usual, because I don't know how to play Grildar, so it's a 4-star to the face. Which misses.
You're playing pretty well.
Yep. Alright, Chester.
You're so ugly. And also so strong.
I know what this is. Yep.
Oh, come on.
It's alright, he fails.
That's so good.
Disadvantage on his next attack.
He's very confused about this.
Alright, anything else, Chester?
No, I'm going to leave it there.
What's your ace? Oh, you're lucky. That actually, you did well there, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah, and as the pike comes swinging towards you, a vital blow that looks like it would have taken your head off, Macra, you duck and it just crashes into the side, like taking out bits of masonry and brick, and then he brings his hoofs up to slam them down upon you and miss again, and you just manage to like kind of push him to the side as they crack down onto the ground.
Sweet.
I guess that's all over to Lantix.
Come on. Can we hurry this up?
That's a hit.
I love how you're burning all your spell slots.
Yeah. He wants to go.
I didn't realise that Hardlight Blast was a spell slot. Jesus Christ.
Alright, so it hits it clean in the back leg, Lantix, and it like kind of falls off, and you see that the thing's kind of like hobbling around, trying to keep upright.
Cool.
Alright. Gwendeth?
Okay, you're not gonna believe this,
But what?
but Gwendeth is gonna pull out her bow.
Yeah.
Well, she has it out already, hasn't she? She's just gonna shoot with the bow she already had out.
Oh, I see.
That's only 13.
And it hits. How would you like to kill it?
with an arrow. It's a bow. Liam.
Oh, so.
All right, the arrow hits it between the ears and just goes straight through at an awkward angle, and it just kind of slumps into its death or undeath.
Oh, dirty
That's-
bastard.
That's the thing with the undead. Once you've killed them once, you then kill them again. And then they're dead.
All right,
Are they really?
all right, guys.
Yeah, it probably is.
as
I want to pull this dagger out of its
All
shoulder.
right, yank, and as you do, the thing bursts into sand.
Bastard, I knew that would have worked.
And then the dagger forcefully attunes to you and you now love it.
No, nothing like that. However, Macro, the dagger is of a very fine make. It's kind of like an electrum hilt with a emerald studded in its pommel. It's got this fine-looking sacrificial curve to it, and it's got like a slight indent all the way down the back of it where to channel blood through when you stab.
Ah.
In other words, as a +1 dagger, Macro.
Hmm. Oh, the way it sounded made it sound like it had a life leech on it as well.
No,
That's
it
what
has life leech.
leech.
But there is tons of like silver all over the floor and gemstones.
Oh, cool. Jess, I reckon this is probably of use to you, or maybe Gwendith. I'll just throw the dagger at Chesterdecker, like just past him.
So brave. What is it? I'll have a look. Sorry, I zoomed out for a second there.
It's a
It's a
+1
+1 dagger. I'll just throw it
Ah.
here.
Ah, I can turn this into a nifty quill.
What?
As lovely as that thing might be, it's not quite an axe, is it?
You could turn the axe into a quill.
Oh, I don't know. This is going to be wonderful.
Is someone going to put the stuff in the party list or?
I can do that for you if you want.
Oh, good man. Arnie's
I'll
not here to
start.
do it for us.
Climbing down the hole.
Alright, we'll get to that in a minute.
I slay the centaur with one mighty stave. Makra cowered in the corner.
It
When
died
next
from an arrow.
I found a dagger and I sliced its throat.
Arrow. Fine, I'll just go with the weird new bugbear.
I feel like some of this party has
Alright.
been divvied up before. I don't know why. Maybe not.
I've never received anything.
Oh, fair enough.
Snakes on a plane.
Right, so,
Would you-
Lantis.
Except for 5,000 gold pieces, you asshole.
Hey, I heard every moment of that in every way.
As you walk towards this drain pipe, Lantix has already climbed down. Lantix, can I have a dexterity saving throw?
Probably not, but here we go.
Alright, so what happens now is you fall down and you get knocked prone. I put you where you are.
Are you okay?
Oh, it hurts. Oh,
He's not exactly selling it, is he?
God. My head is killing me. It's worse than that night with Zashida.
Oh! Okay, so what the rest are you doing?
I climb after him. I don't want to be around Chester.
Right, you all make
Why?
dexterity saving throws.
Saving throws. Can I see this risk coming towards me?
No.
Can't see the hole in the floor.
You can't see as you're going through darkness.
I'm going to use life of the party as well.
I need to see what danger sense says, whether I can use it or not.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Alright, cool.
Fucking hell.
It's funny, you'll see what happens in a second.
So the only thing it says, to gain this benefit, you can't be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated.
I will
So
allow
I'm not.
you to have advantage, and you will
Good
hate
man.
me for it in a minute.
Good man.
Oh no.
I didn't need it.
Okay, so we've got Lantic's got 6, which is good. Gwendiff got 17, which is bad. Chester got 8. Let's see what Grildar got.
I feel like that was the wrong way around.
No. Alright, so at that point, as you all land, Lantix, you're nearly about to stand up as the statue in the far corner that's like made out of red brick, spews forth a cone of fire towards the drain and attacks only those that are standing up. The rest of you are like prone. And the rest of you are prone. It just avoids you because you're laying on the ground.
Alright.
Was I stood up? I can't remember.
No, but it does. You do get 4 damage. So, Makra, Grilzar, and Grendef will take 4 fire damage. At that moment, you hear a kind of a hollow thud and a thonk as the statue's mouth opens, and you hear a kind of a roaring below your feet.
Can someone move me on the map to where we are? I can't see
I
anything.
have.
Just go on.
Now you have. There we go. Thank you.
I'm feeling a little woozy.
Are the statues trying to move?
They're not moving.
Alright,
You
okay,
can
that's
just hear
fine.
something coming from them.
I'm pretty fucked up at the moment. Chester, any of that oil?
Little bits here and there, but perhaps we can share the lab around and sit down for half an hour or so. I'll tell you a story.
Sounds like something's coming this way, though. That's the issue.
Or is
And we
it
don't
going
have time to really kill, do we?
This is the bastard axe.
Well, if
Right, yeah, okay. You lead the way then, Lantex.
Good idea. Good idea.
Should I track the axe for you?
Yeah, why not? Why don't you do that?
I was bluffing. It's an axe. It doesn't leave tracks.
I would like to make some kind of check, if possible, to see if I can hear some water to maybe determine which way to go.
Okay, perception.
Sure. Brilliant.
Alright, so you don't hear water, but what you do hear is like the sound of like when you're near a hearth fire and you can hear that kind of hissing, whistling sound as air is being sucked into the chimney.
Reckon it's probably this way. I'll just crawl over to this door and try and shove it open or pull it open.
Okay, let me just check. Okay, so what you notice is as you go to push it, there's a hollow thonk, and you realise there's an arcane lock on the front.
Well, that is a pain. I guess it's this way round. I'll go over to this slightly ajar one.
Yep, and you want to open the door in front of you?
Yeah.
Slightly ajar is never good.
Okay, so what you realise first thing first is this corridor in front of you has no walls at all, and you can just see it like edges off and teeters into the darkness. However, you can see some floating blocks in front of you, Lantix, that have these weird sigils all around the edges. They're slightly glowing, like a kind of a purplish green colour.
Cool. I'm just going to crawl across the floor.
Yeah, okay, crawl.
Well, I haven't got up for being pro yet. He's
okay,
just
fair
crawling
enough.
along so he doesn't get fired.
Yeah, fair enough.
Plus, you know, there's no edges, so I'm more stable crawling.
Indeed.
Lower centre of
indeed.
gravity.
Alright, so the first thing you see is to the west here. There is what looks like used to be a secret door. Only half of it is ajar, and you see that something has cracked through it with a mighty kind of like push, or because the walls all collapsed inwards. And beyond that, Lantix, you can see, all of you actually can see, just even out here, dozens of dead spiders. Like, when you say dozens, I mean hundreds, all kind of littering the ground. And can I have Gwendef roll an intelligence roll, and she gets advantage on it?
Oh my god, is it stonework?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm gonna whisper you something, Gwen.
Gwendeth, regardless of what she does, if it's not shooting a bow, she's a massive disappointment to everyone.
And even then, it's hit and miss.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how
Especially
bows work, so...
That's the joke.
Ah, I got it. Funny joke, yeah?
Ja. Die Hosenbugler.
Mein Liebling.
Right, done.
Gwendith is really excited.
I'm sure.
Can I squeeze through this space, Liam?
Yep, you can squeeze through if you want. Alright, so inside this room, there's thick webbing covering this room, instantly hindering your movement and parts of your sight. But at the far end, you see like an old chest, a large chest. Its its lid has been opened and leans against the wall, and you can see kind of the reflection of shiny silk lining the insides.
It doesn't look like it's in here.
What was in there?
Webs.
Not my.
If you say so.
I just did say so.
Alright, Gwendeth, did you want to check it out?
I do want to check it out.
Alright, so you push through, move some of the weapons apart, and you see there's a thick, old and large chest at the end.
Chester, I found treasure! Oh, he's AFK. That's a shame. I can't use Chester as bait. Well,
I think if he's AFK, that automatically means he's a bait, doesn't it?
I don't think that's how it works.
What's
Macra,
going on with this door?
do you think we should grab the treasure?
We'll get to that in a sec.
It does seem slightly suspicious that it's there, unguarded.
Yeah, but it could be, make us rich.
Is there any rocks lying around?
Yeah, there's like I said, this place looks like something happened here recently, and there's cracks, and the secret door has been pushed inwards. So there's quite large chunks of masonry.
I'll pick up one of these rather large pieces of masonry and throw it at the chest.
Okay.
To see if I set off any traps.
No traps get set off.
Alright.
I
What
would
happens is it just bounces off the chest.
Yep, just bounces off the chest. In fact, the chest lid then shuts with a large kind of like crashing sound.
I would like to check for tracks of creatures
Alright, do your thing.
with my amazing -1 to survival. Oh, 17, look at that.
God's sake.
Yeah, okay, so looks like outside Gwendeth, a large draconic presence has been here, and then shifted into a humanoid form to get in the room after killing the spiders, and then made off with whatever was in the chest, which is now empty.
Okay, guys, I figured it out. There's no treasure, and I don't want you guys to get too
Oh
excited.
god, did that really happen? In the background, you just see Atlantic go "Huh," as he jumps off the edge.
What?
Where did Lantex go?
He literally leapt off the edge.
Where did the bugbear? Did anyone see the bugbear?
I'm here.
No, the other one.
I'm so sorry, Rocket. I am so
Oh, it's so good, so good.
Alright, can you do me a favour and make yourself an acrobatics check? Because shit's about to go down.
Cool.
Chester, did you see where he went?
Alright, so you managed to...
Oh, nice.
Can you see exactly where you are, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, so you just land in this web, but manage not to get tangled up. And at that moment, you hear a feminine voice go, "Oh, we have visitors."
It's fucking Shelob.
And you just see this large, fiendish spider creature push through the web. It's got the maw of a what looks like shark. It's just got all these razor sharp teeth with these large pincers above where its eyes should be. Its 8 legs just kind of like hang on the webs as if it's lighter there, but above its head, a feminine creature, blind, with a large conical kind of protrusion coming from the top of her forehead, stands there. She has 6 arms, all holding bits of threads, all moving differently, all her limbs twisting as she winds this silken thread up and down her body. She says, "Oh, save for later." Alright, Atlantics, would you like
Look,
to...
lady, I just want my fucking axe back, okay? Don't make me go through you to get it.
intimidation.
Inspiration.
Oh shit.
Classic.
That is terrible.
Right.
Man stuck in net, not very intimidated.
Okay, so at that moment, she goes, Bunny, reaches forward, her fangs hit you in the chest, and you take 14 piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I mean, I'm out. I mean,
I know. Oh, you failed then. And just so you know, I'm gonna copy paste what the ability does, just so you know what's going on.
Sure.
Alright, so yeah, the poison seeps through your body and you drift into a slumber. Alright. Back to the bridge with everyone else.
Chester, did you see where Lantex went?
I haven't seen very much at the moment. Sorry, I'm writing.
Okay, let's go to more pressing matters first. A dragon was totally here.
Perhaps it's El Diablo. I shall slay him. I mean, you shall slay him, of course. You deserve it.
Gwendeth kind of hops up and down. She's very excited.
She's just
Also, Gwendolyn, can you make a perception check as you're like looking around?
Today we're just going through all of my specialities.
I'm sure we are. Okay, so inside the chest, there is a small folded up piece of parchment.
And this chest, yeah?
Yep, the one that you were checking and realised that something's been taken from it.
The one that was thrown shut by a rock.
Yep.
And I perceived this paper inside of it.
Well, you rolled survival, and part of the survival check was you checked around the entire room, realising what the story that happened. You know, you went full Witcher mode on that. That it'd gone in, opened the chest, taken something out of it, because you can see that it's empty, except for this piece of parchment.
Well, I recover that then.
Right.
Does it reveal the location of Lantex?
It does not.
Who would have thought?
Did the shield see where Lantix went?
Sorry?
Did Grildo see where Lantix went? Grildo, did you see where he went?
He appears to be silent.
Grildo, come on, mate, stay with us.
I didn't see where he went. I was too focused on Gwendeth and her story about the dragon. I do believe that he may have fallen, though. I mean, I don't feel safe going down there.
Yeah, no, don't want. Right, come on then. Let's see if there's another way to go down before he gets eaten by something.
Alright, yeah, you do see there is a door to the north here, and
yeah.
On the door there is actually a sign, it says, "Take the leap of faith, I dare thee." And then it all kind of clicks together, and Grilda goes, "He was looking at that door."
Right.
A
So
brave
I
one.
try to open the door, then the door doesn't move, I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
it's locked.
Oh, fuck me. Right, come on then.
God damn it, Lantix, why are you gonna do this to everyone?
Gwen is very much
You
less
gave me a cursed
excited
axe.
and looks a lot more scared now.
Right, what leap? Oh, why have we got a leap of faith? Why can't we just use these floating stone things? All right then. After 3.
Where are we going?
Alright, if you're gonna do
Down.
that, Grilda, I feel that Arde would definitely use his Dwarven Fortitude to get hit points back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would also use my Dwarven Fortitude to get hit points back.
I guess I'll give myself a little rub.
None of that to spare, Chester.
Yes, but it'll leave me exposed. Here you are.
Naturally.
First one's for you.
Oh, mate.
Ah, sorry, sir.
Does it add to it automatically, or do I have to add it?
Yeah, you have to add it. I don't have the scripts.
Okay, that's fine.
Right. On 3.
Are you all leaving?
And yeah, and as Chester rubs the lotion onto me, I grab his wrist and then fall off with him.
Oh my
What?
God. I can't believe this is happening.
Is this insta-end quest?
nay. I won't
Instant
lie to
end
you all.
campaign.
I won't lie to you all. Right, so, Chester, Macro, what about you, Gwendef? Are you going enough?
I have a bow. I don't have to be down there.
Yeah, but you can't see down there.
Well, once they're
Well,
down
you-
there, I
you-
imagine they
Chester's-
have light sources or something.
Yeah, you can see Chester falling down with his torch.
Yeah. Okay,
Did
you
it?
say
Did
that.
did Lantix not have a light stone on him as well?
Yeah, and it just got blotted out.
Alright,
It stayed
okay.
around for about maybe 10 seconds and then just vanished.
And petered out. Fair enough then. Yeah, you just see Chester falling down with his torch then. It's gonna be a piss when he sets the webs on fire now.
Alright, so Grildar decides he's going to go down with you, and I'm just going to drag you along, because holy shit. Alright, so what happens now is, as you guys are, like, falling, you fall for maybe about 3 or 4 seconds, and then you hit something really, like, soft, and I need you all to make acrobatics checks.
Boing.
Ah,
Definitely not a dexterity saving throw now. No, actually, my acrobatics is pretty good. Sound.
If it makes a difference, Liam, light isn't concentration. I don't know if that.
No, it doesn't, because
fucking hell, Chester.
I'll whisper to you.
It's magical darkness.
It's okay, mate. It's okay. Gotcha.
Right, so what about you? I think it's Grildar. What about you, Grildar? And then realised, yeah, I'm controlling him. Right, he's fine. So you guys crash through these soft webs that you realise are wrapping around you and land on soft, squidgy mud. Like, and then you just hear this voice call out from the darkness. And it says, "Oh, we've got more dinner guests, love. Please, let them be worthy." And out of the darkness comes this humongous spider, but not just the spider. You realise a woman's body stands, like, kind of melded to it. Okay.
Ah, it's sexy, Shelob.
Ah, I shall deal with this. It's no doubt another illusion.
I need you all to roll initiative, of course. You went straight to the boss of the dungeon.
Oh, fucking duck. I'm out of spells as well.
Apart from somewhere.
Yeah, we probably should have just left fucking Lantix get eaten.
Yeah.
If you get eaten, I'm literally just gonna skedaddle.
Okay, so from above, Gwendef, you can actually see, like, they're about maybe 120 feet down.
120 feet down. Well, what is the range of a longbow? 600. I'm good. I have sharpshooter. It doesn't matter how far she's away.
This would literally never have happened if the voice of reason of Grildar was still here.
No.
No, this would have gone very differently if Arne was here, but he isn't. The fool.
The fool.
I feel like he will be very disappointed with everyone if his character dies in the session that he's not here.
And you'll be reassured that Gwendeth lives and knows where her dragon is. So, you know.
I'll give him an, I don't know, eulogy in the monolith and me.
Alright, so Chester, it's actually your turn.
Yes, let's go. Can I see her, yeah? Yeah,
From
right.
where you are, you can, can't you? Yep.
Movement. I'm going to test it first. Can I get off of this thing?
Yep, you manage to stand up, and you can, like, it's maybe about ankle deep in what looks like this foul-fetid water, and you realise ancient people must have thrown things down here to feed to this thing, because there's just, like, bones everywhere protruding out of the mud, the water, all hanging in the bits of the webs, and you look up and you see there is a fresh kind of like cocoon, a large wrapped up cylindrical, you know what spiders do to eat for later.
Ah, this is it. This is my moment. This will get me a new book deal. Is there any metal on her?
No, none.
Oh shit, a duck.
That was
You're
a very
seeing
short
deal, you
moment.
dick. You've got enough money to publish it yourself.
I'm so fucked. Okay, I'm gonna take out a pearl of power.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's the code word, isn't it?
I can't remember what the code was, but you know your character would remember.
Yeah, Excelsior.
It was a blank one. You could put what you wanted to
Yeah,
it.
that's exactly Excelsior. That was it.
I don't know if it was, but that gets me one spell back, and I'm gonna use it to buff people.
Don't you have to use Pearl of Power as an action?
I don't know, I don't have a pearl of power.
Yes, it's an action.
Yeah, so you can't do anything this turn.
Ah, you fetid wastrels.
Should have probably used
They
that
can do a
before you
bonus
jumped
action.
down.
Okay, in that
bonus
case,
action spell. if
oh,
you've got
bonus action, Explanabrag, stop, drop, roll. Macro.
Alright, by the
No,
way, you should,
one. I've
Gwenda.
already got one.
you
I'd
should
say.
only
Yeah,
have,
Gwenda.
you should only have one explainer brag left now.
I've got one Explanabrag left. Yeah,
Okay.
that's right. I am keeping track. I promise.
Alright, that's fine. Alright, so Chester, would you like to move? You've got half movement, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna move yonder.
Alright,
Have I still got the explainer brag from last combat, or has it been longer than 10 minutes?
It hasn't been longer than 10 minutes.
Alright, sound.
Yeah, Gwendeth, you've just been popped.
I've been popped.
You have
With a
inspiration.
bardic inspiration.
You finally, Bardic Inspiration, the dude with the sharpshooter feet? Thank you.
Yes.
Right, you hear like this squelching sound coming from the creature as the mouth below the human body begins like crunching up something, and you see this yellow viscous liquid come out, and then a kind of and it spits out towards Macro.
Why me, you bastard?
Can you add me there just so I can see what's going on?
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry.
Oh, I didn't need to see this, I think.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
there's not much going on really.
this globule hits you and immediately begins to sizzle, and you feel it like melt into your flesh, stick to you. It hits you and you take 12 poison damage.
Bastard.
It then moves really fast for its size, 1, 2, and you see it pulling up through some of the webs. So it's roughly about 40 feet above you, and then just sits there in the web, looking down upon you all.
It's 30 foot above us. Fucking bastard.
Yeah, and Grildar, immediately, I think he would, use his House of Pawns, creating a barrier all around you, all of you. So you now have cover.
What fuck for that?
Yeah. So what's half cover? It's like +2 to your AC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Grildar goes to move towards one of his panels over here, and then tilts it slightly towards him, and then hides under it. Alright, Gwendeth.
Okay, Gwendeth, since the one thing Gwendeth is good at is fighting really large creatures, immediately designates this thing as a Slayer's Prey.
Yeah, you have to run to the other side of the corridor you're standing on, Gwendeth, to look over the edge, and you can barely see its great shadowy outline from the light that Grildar and Chester have.
I shoot it with my
Oh, yeah.
longbow.
I forgot to flavor the Explanabrag. Fucking shoot it!
What is your Explanabrag? Is it plus a d6? Ah, yeah, I don't think I'll use it. I miss. I end my turn.
Oh,
imagine-
as the arrow soars away, like, and hits the water next to it, all of you see that the mouth with the spider mouth with all the shark's teeth still faces you, but the female on top looks up into the rest of the Monolisk. All right, Macro.
Alright, I'm gonna get really pissed off.
What are you mad about exactly? What about the situation is it that makes you mad?
I'm currently getting burnt by acid. I'm gonna have an awful looking haircut at the end of this. Just as this poison just burns it all away. Just not a lot to be happy about, really. And then, whilst being pissed off, I'm gonna throw a javelin at it as fucking hard as I can.
All right, rage. That hits it.
Oh, I forgot to add my rage damage
Alright,
to
so
it. Add
9.
another 2
Oh, and a D4.
and a D4.
Was you big boy. Nice. It hit the
And then
javelin,
I'll,
hits its underbelly, and just sticks there.
I'll try and duck behind the wall, get myself my 2 AC.
Yeah, because you're large, I'm going to say you don't get it.
Bastard.
It's a
yeah,
trade-off.
Yeah, I don't think that through, did I? I should have said little. I'll just hide behind Chester.
Alright, you... okay. Alright, Chester, it's your turn.
Hey, Todd.
Hey, tell it,
It's
you
your
bad
turn.
boy.
Chester?
I assume he casts Pin the Tail on the donkey.
Yeah, probably. And it fails. So it actually does get fairy fired.
Oh, it fails. Oh, I thought the spell failed.
No, yeah, he rolled a 6.
That was amazing.
Yep. I'm assuming that's what Chester would do, and then I'm assuming he would move. Take cover.
Sorry, I blue screened.
That's
I'm back.
okay. You cast Pin the Tail on the Donkey, I'm assuming?
Yep.
It failed its saving throw.
Nice.
Alright, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yeah. Grilled. Absolutely rudimentary fortifications. Try them up right.
Alright, so you're giving him a inspiration.
Yeah, I'll just pop the last Explanabrag and I'll just edit it now quickly.
I'm really about to die.
I ain't got no spells left.
Bollocks. I don't think you do.
I ain't got no spells.
I do have 2 spells, but they're all useless.
She disappears from a lot of the people's view in the bottom as she climbs ever upward. She fires a web from her hand, pulls herself up, and then she slams onto the corridor right next to you, Gwendeth, and her human side has... But she had to
I would
dash.
like to be moved back to the corridor.
she had to dash. We'll go through Theatre of the Mind at the moment. But she had to dash to get there, so she can't do anything this round. Grildar, seeing the opportunity, looks around and with his passive perception sees something that you guys don't see and fires a 4-star towards it, which works kind of. And you see this lump in the web fall to the ground right next to Chester. Roll, and he goes, "Wake him up!" Gwendeth, your turn.
Okay, so it's adjacent to me.
No,
it's engaged.
It's about 20 foot away.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm gonna shoot a Dragon Slayer with advantage because it has thingy magicky.
Yes, you got a hit.
And then Slayer's Prey.
Yeah, so 21 damage. It's a good hit, and it lets out this keening screech as the arrow sinks into the female part of its anatomy, striking straight into the abdomen.
And then I jump down.
Fuck you. You would land in kind of where you are right now. Can you make an acrobatics check?
I would like to make it.
Over there, but high, about 120. No.
Oh, I'm not good at acrobatics. Oh, 17,
no.
Look at me.
So you fall through the webbing and land on your feet.
Nice.
Alright, Macross, your turn.
Alright, is there anything to hide, any corridors or anything to hide in? Can I see anything?
No, you can't. You just see this. The walls have a slight curve towards them, but ever so slightly, but that's about it.
Oh, fuck me. Alright, I guess I'll just run. Is it difficult terrain walking through this sludge on the floor?
It is. No,
Bollocks.
actually, no, it's not. It's not, sorry.
Alright, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not helped me at all. And then I'll just ready a javelin for when it gets into short range.
Alright. Okay.
Actually, no, when it just gets into range because I've already got advantage on it, haven't I? So
Yep,
I'll just throw
alright.
one.
So, Chester, your turn.
Can I see it at all at the moment?
Yeah, you can just see the shadow of it, maybe about 120 feet up in the air. It's very difficult to see, so...
Okay. Not a huge amount I can do at the moment. Yeah, no, everything's out of range.
Let me check.
I will move over.
You have some spell slots, right?
I have one spell slot, but I don't have 120 foot range on anything.
There's Lantix right next to you.
Yeah, sorry, what's the deal with Antix?
Grildar just shot him down because he was wrapped in web above you and said, "Wake him up!"
Oh, okay. I don't have any. I don't have any. Oh, go on then. Go on then. Haha. I put on like extra lotion for this one.
Oh, is it a second levels?
It's the only thing I've got left. Like I literally slather it all over my hands and I get right in the creases.
Alright, so, oh yeah, and you rip apart the web and begin massaging Lantix's shoulders. And he wakes up.
Got in real deep.
Except that he doesn't know.
Sorry?
Except that he doesn't know.
Ah.
Oh, for God's sake, that could have been used on me.
Why doesn't he?
You copied and pasted it to me.
Oh, yes, I did not know about that ability. Whoops.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, no, can you roll initiative anyway? We'll give you a saving throw at the end of each round.
I feel like you're just cheating now.
Well, no, you were restrained and unable to do anything inside the web.
No, it says if it reduces you to 0 HP, you're unconscious for an hour, regardless of whether you gain HP.
Oh, well then, they're your words.
Oh, they're your words. You typed them to me.
Okay, so is there anything else, Chester? Sorry about that. See, Todd's so pissed off with me now. He's ignoring me.
Yeah, he's gone.
That was blue
I
screen.
was literally talking. I was muted. I just didn't realize. I will throw the empty tube of gel to the floor and move over here.
Empty tube of fucking.
I'm out of aloe vera.
Jesus.
That's not good for the arse fucking we're about to receive.
The
Jim.
thing falls, catches some of its web, and swings like Spider-Man into the ground right in front of you, Macro. You do get to throw a javelin, though, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, I have it with advantage as well, aren't they?
Yeah, we're really lucky with the fairy fires against everything Liam throws at us.
Get rid of that, you bastard.
Ouch. Fuck. Alright, and the D4?
I think it'll have it in it now.
It does, actually.
Yep.
Alright, and the javelin hits it in its chest as it lands next to you and goes to bite you.
Bastard.
What's your AC? Can you do anything?
15.
Alright, so you go down as it bites into your shoulder, pushes you to the ground, and
Wait a
immediately...
minute, how much damage did it do?
It did 11 piercing.
Yeah, so
And then
that's
you can make a
reduced to
Constitution saving throw.
5. So I'm on 4. Constitution. 9.
Alright,
Motherfucker.
take 18 poison.
Yeah, that drops me.
Alright, and as you drop, immediately begins pushing Macro underneath his body, wrapping him in web.
Well, that's just a waste of a turn. You think you kill the rest of your prey first.
Alright, Grildar backs off, flings a 4-star towards it.
God, I'm a big feed for it as well. Actually, I've been knocked out now. I'm reduced down to small. So as it's trying to wrap me up in web, it wraps my big form up. But then as I slowly shrink, like I'm just loose inside this big ball of web.
Yup. Alright, Gwendef, your turn.
How wrapped is he?
Halfway. This queen-like thing works fast, it looks like.
I'm gonna cast Goodberry. Pop one in his mouth.
Wow, okay. As
As
he
if people
does...
hadn't learned from the mistakes.
Yeah, I know. Alright, so you put one in his mouth, but he doesn't seem to... His eyes open, but he doesn't seem to move. And he's got a power
Awful.
to his skin.
Fuck's sake. I skedaddle.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm currently Frodo gargling cum.
And my turn.
Thanks. Alright, Macro.
Oh.
Chester, it's your turn.
Okay. Right, just check I wasn't muted. I'm not.
No?
Is it back down now?
Yeah, it's on the ground, wrapping Macro up in web.
There's no point in drawing the quill rapier.
Isn't there?
No.
Tankers, I don't know.
I've used them. 8 legs. Huh. Freaky. And, I guess, useful.
I just laughing. It means it fails.
It fails!
Amazing.
Why is the damage so bad on that?
Because it only does 1d4 damage, that's it.
That's it.
Why is it so bad though?
It gets disadvantage on its next attack, which is right now.
Oh, okay.
And it moves over to... In fact, it's not. It's going to spit towards Grildor. Oh my god, and it just goes wide, takes parts and chunks of its like web off, splats against the wall, and the thing looks confused. It rolled on that one.
Nice, Sue.
It will move away. Grildar chases it slightly into the water, hurling forward 4 stars as he goes. Which is a good hit. Shit. You hear it let out a screech. Wendef?
Where is it currently? Like,
Can you not see it on your vision?
nope.
You're a
Then you
dwarf,
can't
right?
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can't see it, you can't see it.
You can hear it in this general direction then.
What I was gonna say.
Have you only got 30 foot of vision as a dwarf?
60.
Yeah, you should definitely be able to see it then, mate.
Yeah, you
I
should.
don't know.
I could see. Can you see it now?
I can see it from here. The thing is, the tokens are translucent. So
I
it's
don't
barely.
know why they're translucent. They shouldn't be translucent.
Yeah, it's still
Anyway.
translucent to me, but my token's no longer translucent. That's
In that case, I Zephyr Strike over here.
Okay.
And then I Dragon Slayer. 14. I use what's it called? Inspiration.
Excalibur.
Go ahead.
Ah,
No.
You hit. That's what you needed.
God damn it. That'll do.
I was laughing the moment you said you were going to use it. Holy
Okay.
shit! How much damage is that?
28.
All right. It looks hurt, bloodied. It looks like it's flailing around, getting covered in its own web. Chester, sir. Chester, it's your turn.
Mm-hmm. I haven't got much more I can do now. I'll pop forward slightly just so I can see it.
Mhm.
Where the fuck is it?
You know it headed that way.
Just kind of get out my eyeball ruler. Oh yeah, it's good. And I will. Yes, run! You coward! You fast, athletic coward!
Please don't fail. Oh, thank God. Alright, so it doesn't work. Doesn't work, but you just see it flailing around, ignoring you. Alright, is there anything else you'd like to do?
I can't. I might just dip back a couple of feet, but yeah.
Shit. Fuck! Alright, it moves forward and spits a massive line of acid towards Gwendeth. Can you make a dexterity saving throw?
I would really like to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, fucking
You
13.
pass.
Oh,
And
nice.
you take 6 acid damage.
Okay.
It moves into melee with Grildar.
We're still in the game, guys.
Grildar does go to force dart it. Misses. Gwendeth.
Doesn't he have advantage still?
Oh, yeah, but it's a straight roll, right? So 12 misses.
Oh, but doesn't he have...
Doesn't he have fairy fire advantage?
No, but he's in melee.
Doesn't he ignore the melee thing?
It is melee specifically, isn't it? Fairy fire.
Yeah, that makes a range attack. I didn't know if his character...
I think his is the opposite way. He could use touch spells at range.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, yeah, sorry.
And you can
Oh, I
use range
see.
spells at touch.
Okay.
Well, I still get fairy fire, so I'm gonna shoot the fucking
Yeah.
Dragon Slayer.
Boom.
Gwendeth, the arrow soars towards
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Yeah, the arrow soars towards it, hits it directly in the head of the female body hanging on top. It goes limp. The actual body of the giant spider thrashes out, nearly taking Makrar out as its leg stamps down between his groin, nearly taking him clean. And then it flails and then just falls into the ground. And
That
sinks.
was glorious.
I'm really
Fucking hell. It's because he saw a dragon tracks earlier. It's just fucking really pumped her up. It's just like, "Argh!"
Alright, so, and at that moment, as you guys witness this fiendish spider slide into its death throes, its legs curl up. Around you, light begins to flood the chambers of the Monolisk that you are in. The walls begin to curve ever forward. You feel like your stomach's lurched away from you. This is Gwendeth and Chester and Grildar, of course. And at that moment, you feel like you're being raised, like moving. And the
Makra sees it, he's conscious, he just
Yeah.
can't move.
yeah, I still feel sick.
Atlantic's like, just eyes open, just unable to do anything. And at that moment, the thing begins to move. Water begins to drain out of the entire Monolisk. The mud around you begins to dry up and be pushed to the sides. And you guys look down just as kind of like stone begins to form beneath your feet. And the room is drained. Light begins to flood the entire chamber from these dancing lights above your head. The webs begin to melt away and turn to ash and sand. And it begins to float away. And you feel a brief warmth emanate from the inside of this chamber. And in the centre, where I've drawn the massive mound of dirt and dust and grime, there's now a shrine, a statue of Bastet, holding a flaming blade. And then that blade sets on fire, lighting and illuminating the entire room in daylight.
Nice. Uh-huh.
Did the Sphinx tell you about this?
Yes, all of it. But of course, that wouldn't have been fun, would it?
It was fun, wasn't it?
If the entire room's lit up, can you light the room up for us, please?
I could do, but I won't because it doesn't look like this anyway.
No.
Like I said, it's like a very large hall with a statue of Bastet in the centre. All of the tiles are now clean. All of the walls slightly curve upwards.
Hmm.
And there's a rumbling, just as that rumbling stops. The entire Monolisk becomes stable. And at that moment, there's a flash of light, and the temple dog appears in front of the statue, sits down, and just stares forward.
I think that's your fault, Chester.
Ah, good day, fine sir.
It appears towards you.
Is this the same one that was outside?
It is the same one that's outside.
Oh, so I'm speaking Celestial, yeah?
Could you tell the
Yes.
difference? Two different ones.
Sorry, was that a yes to me or a yes to Curtis? Sorry.
It was a yes to you, yes.
Okay.
It seems to be the same one outside.
Alright, mate, how's tricks?
Hello.
Well, thanks for letting us in. Looks like we've, got to the bottom in that.
You have finally done it.
Yeah, I guess we have. It was me, actually. I stepped over that cold, dead corpse over there and fired a bow. I've never fired one before.
You
Grenda's
defeated-
just stands in the back, face palming.
You defeated.
You can't understand him.
Yeah, you can't.
Oh fuck, she can't even.
Yes, it's Celestial. He says to you, Chester, it looks like you've defeated the servant of Lolth. Ran the Hoover.
Yeah, big, ugly bastard. And it was tough. You were right. We should have listened to you.
But yes, you've done it. The Monolisk is free, and once again part of the ley line.
Great. Fantastic stuff. Do we, complete, a satisfaction survey or something now? I don't understand.
You may leave.
Ah, great. And any, goodies for us?
His eyes narrow, and he says, "Goodies."
Little things, just souvenirs, as it were. Some of us have got book deals to write. Other are not so lucky.
He faces forward, so he's not even looking at you anymore, and he says, "Anything unexplored above, you may take."
Ah, great. Fantastic. So, how do we get out then?
Which way would you like to go?
Somewhere warm and soft and somewhere we can sleep for preferably 9 hours, but,
Very well, and he teleports you all. What does that? Not meant to be. Okay, so you guys are now in what looks like a warm sanctuary with a bed,
Aha.
4 chairs,
nice.
yeah, and a desk, a writing desk.
Here's one I made earlier.
This is more like it. Dibs?
Don't you think the unconscious people should be in the bed, Chester?
Yeah, I'm just there frothing on the floor.
Ah, well, what they won't miss won't hurt them. They've got a bedroll. Who's laughing now?
Well, since there's no point arguing with Chester, Gwendeth just gets out her bedroll and puts the unconscious people's heads on it.
Oh yeah, okay, nice one. So you lay out macro, you lay out Atlantic. Grildar helps you with this, of course.
And I would like to vote that we take a long rest.
Oh. Sure, we can. And Gwendeth just starts eating her remaining 9 berries she didn't shove into Macra's mouth.
Alright, we'll explain also what the room looks like. The spacious room has like an air of cleanliness about it, despite the dust that now layers over the floor. The tiles are less grimy and dirty than any that you've seen in this Monolisk. And a desk, a bed, and a long beautiful tapestries depict sprawling cats and scenes of war. And this tells you immediately that this was once maybe a domain or like a cleric or a paladin's room dedicated to Bastet. There is a rack of weapons on the south wall, kind of like on the wall and on a table. And there is a gentle kind of the entire room is bathed in a gentle kind of green light.
I'll wait till let me know when an hour of this long rest is gone. Jesus, struggle.
Alright, and for that, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
So I'll just finish my wine as well.
Alrighty, let's continue. Alright, so after about an hour of resting, Lantix and Makra, you do wake up, you do come to consciousness, but your body is throbbing and aching, like you've had a hard night on the sauce.
And then with this
No ketchup.
the ketchup, with this throbbing agony pain, I'll walk over to the bed and just kick Chester Decker off, and then proceed to lie on the bed myself.
I'm still asleep.
Shut up the floor.
I love how you moved your token.
It's got to be real.
Yep. Alright.
Lantix will pull out his little throw and then lay it out and realize that it really doesn't fit anymore. And just kind of like curl into a fetal position on it as a fucker.
But then he realizes this is actually a lot warmer than being a gnome anyway. I've got such thick fur. Like a cat. Starts grooming himself.
It's like halfway through sleep talking. Yeah, I'll sign your breasts for you.
What the hell?
I'll sign them both.
Oh my god, Chester. Alright, so
No, the quill flute can't be used for that.
Wow.
Wow.
right, so as you guys are getting a long rest, Gwendith, we'll move over to you. As you are falling and drifting off, you settle on that fine line between unconsciousness and waking, and you have that dream of your home up in flames, the noxious gas as it piles between the alleyways, between the narrow, crooked roads between all of your family's dens. And at that moment, you see it. You see him. And he stands there, surrounded by green gas, points one finger and says, we need to talk. And then you wake up with a start, just to see the rest of the group just waking up and getting ready for the day.
Well, I had the best dream.
What
I'll
did
go
you dream
over
of,
it.
Chester?
You know, don't share, don't tell.
I'll go over and ruffle Gwendith's hair, because she's looking a bit frazzled. Sleep well.
I had a good dream. Dreamt of home.
Oh, that's nice.
I had an awful dream about bloody spiders stopping me from getting my axe.
No, it wasn't a dream. That kind of actually happened.
What?
Yeah.
Ah,
Did anyone
yes.
actually see this? Did anyone actually see that axe down there? You know when we kicked it down?
I'm afraid I have some bad news for you, my friend. You might want to sit down.
Oh, God. Right.
We got to the end of the monolith, and we faced off against the spider, and tragically, you fell unconscious. In that time, I'm ashamed to say, the spider destroyed your axe.
You what? No, can't have. That thing is the best axe that has ever been made. There is no way someone could destroy it.
The spider spoke of jealousy and of envy of your prowess with the axe, and coveted it for its own, but feared it didn't have any hands to use it.
Well, that's not entirely surprising, is it? It's a fucking wonderful bit of gear.
No, exactly. That's exactly how he said it. Sorry.
But no, come on, where is it? What did she do with it?
I'm afraid, my friend, it's in shards.
No, it can't be the case. I just refuse to believe it. It's too well made for that.
Ah, alas, if only it were not true. It's deep beneath the moss and filthy acid of the deepest parts of the monolith.
Well, you point me in the direction and I'll dig it up.
My friend, the acid would have eaten it all to dust now. Oh, I weep for you. I really do.
I'm going to start searching the room, getting bored of this conversation.
Alright, make an investigation check.
Do we get a long rest?
Yep, you've all got a long rest.
God, we
Am
really
I-
need a rogue or something that's good at this shit. We need
Am
like
I
a
persuaded away from my lust for the axe?
Alright, so first things first, you can make a deception check, but Lantix, you can feel your attunement still attached to it.
I
Yeah.
thought that would be the case.
Come on.
If the
You would
deception
know
is...
that.
Yeah, okay, so you need you to roll insight, Lantix.
I mean, I can't beat it, but
No, I know, but this depends on your severity of what happens.
Wow!
Wow! Oh my god, that is incredible!
you just de-achieved
Curse
me.
breaker.
Amazing.
I mean, I'm gonna... Yeah, oh fuck it. Yeah, his deception is so powerful that the weave of fate connects to his voice and actually casts a remove curse spell on you.
Oh my
Fuck's
god, this is
sake.
the jammiest character I've ever played.
Considering your last board was so fucking unlucky, that's like
I
just
know.
the pure opposite.
How is he so competent?
He talks a
Literally.
good game. He actually plays a good game.
That's
Just
fucking
madness.
hilarious. The double
he's a-
ones.
He's supposed to be Gilderoy Lockhart, but he's like, he does everything he says he does.
Actually, the hero of dreams.
Well, Lockhart must have got famous to a certain point, so he must have actually done some bits getting up to it. But then we're just eventually, when we hit like level 10, we're going to just start seeing him in the actual fucking Chamber of Secrets.
It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be bronze statues of me around the whole empire by the end of this game.
It's like the big statue in Fallout New Vegas where it's just you shaking hands with the God Emperor just
It's gonna be
everywhere.
exactly that.
Alright, so, Macraj, you look around the room, you don't find anything except for the obvious. So, on the south part of the room, there's a large array of weaponry, and Bastet is the god of war. So you know that Bastat's paladins and clerics train in all kinds of weaponry. There's all kinds of martial weapons. There's daggers, axes, great swords, long swords, falchions. There's warhammers, battle axes, spears. So if you wanted any...
I'll reflail my javelin supply then.
Mhm.
Of what's there.
Yeah, there are 11 javelins. Don't ask where the 11th came from. But the 11th is slightly stranger than the rest. Because you failed your investigation check, but you picked up one of the goddamn items anyway. Alright, so this javelin has a kind of like hooked end. And kind of like it's fashioned into that of a roaring dragon mouth.
Oh, nice. Oh, Gwendif, look at this. This looks like something right up your alley.
I do look at it.
It's a really well made javelin.
You're probably not going to be very good at using it, but look at it. It looks wow cool. I'm going to show
Oh,
the
yeah.
dragon head on the end.
Okay, so Gwendif, the dragon head on the end currently has a faint kind of redness to its eyes.
I investigated, I guess,
Okay, go ahead.
with all my.
You know Draconic, right?
I do.
Alright, so you find there's some runes down both sides. On one side, it says, "Speak the colour, we shall change." And on the other, it says, "Speak the metal, and we shall change."
I say green and draconic.
You figure that you might need to attune to it first.
Oh, fuck me. I put it in the quiver.
You put it in your quiver.
You try to take it off me, and I'm just like, no. you grab it and like pull it off, and I'm just like, just not letting go of it. Like,
I mean, you can keep it if you want it, but why call me over?
I just wanted you to show it. Yeah, you're not going to be very good at throwing that anyway, are you? Like,
I'm super good at throwing everything.
you know, like weird flax on you. Like, you need like these to throw shit. Well, you're good at pulling that, but throwing there.
Did you see me kill the spider?
Yeah, because you're really good at pulling the string.
I am.
Yeah, really good. Just not very good at throwing things.
I am.
All right. And I'll put the magical javelin in the. Is it a quiver with javelins?
Quiver.
A quiver of javelins?
It's kind of, it is a large quiver. It's more like a sling on your back.
Yeah, like a sling. That's probably a better word for it, isn't it? Yeah, I'll add it to the sling.
Alright, is this
I'll
yours,
just
yeah?
get 15. I'll just get 15, including the magical one. So I'll put 14, and then has it got a special name?
Dragon
Oh
King.
yeah, Dragonkin javelin. There it is. I'll go get that looked at.
Just furiously scribbling at the moment, like, I think this is nearly finished. Just in a name for that spider. And I'll look around the room and I'll kind of lock eyes on Gwendeth playing with a javelin. What about del fuego la aracna. Yeah, excellent.
Oh my god. Hold. Oh.
The dog even said its name.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it is.
It's now that.
I love how all the big bosses in your books now are just going to have Spanish names.
It's going to be amazing.
Alright, so as you're sitting at the desk writing, Chester, so you notice there's loads of like arcane scrolls and stuff that you're just pushing out the way to like write down.
Ah. Just finish off the last word, la fini, and I'll pick it up. Pick some up.
So there are 2 scrolls.
Hmm.
One of them is divine in nature, and the other is arcane.
Ah. Look around again. Any use of these?
What is it?
Appears to be a scroll.
Well, yes, I assumed as much, judging by it being a scroll. But I thought you might shed some more insight, Mr. Decker.
Well, actually, I was kind of hoping you could work them out for me. I've never been quite good at, every
Well,
man
hand
has
them
his
over, Mr. Decker, and I'll take a look.
Here you are, sir.
And I guess I'll take a look.
Alright, take a look, sir. You can roll an arcana check to decipher them. Right, so the arcane scroll is a scroll of fireball,
Mm-hmm.
and the divine one is a scroll of cure wounds, but it's a 5th level cure wounds.
Oh,
Shit.
Ooh. Yeah.
that means you can roll 5 ones.
Well, yes, I think they might come in very handy, actually.
Lantix, that axe seems like it's had some lasting effects on you.
Yes, I do believe I seem to have come under some kind of curse. But not to worry, I'm sure I can get it resolved when I return to the university.
Cracking. At least you seem a bit more sound of mind now, at least.
Yes, you have my apologies. I'm not entirely sure what came quite over me.
Yeah, like I say, curse, probably. Right then, let's see if there's anything else worthwhile in here. Have we missed anything else? To be honest, I did a pretty shit job of looking stuff over. I missed some scrolls. I'm not very good at the magics. Is anybody else a bit better at looking around?
Okay, so who's taking the scrolls first of all?
I'll just give them to Lantix.
Yeah.
Alright, so you get a scroll of fireball, 3rd level, and a scroll of cure wounds, 5th level. Right, so yeah, I'm assuming Macra, you voice your opinion that you didn't really take a good look around.
Yeah,
I
no, I'm
can
not
have a
very
look
good at
for
it.
you if you like.
Yeah, you might be a bit better at it than me. We really need someone who's really good at looking around for stuff like that. I had a mate, he was ace at this kind of stuff.
Give me a moment, Mr. R. I'm normally quite thorough in these things.
No, cracking.
Nice. Okay, so lantern.
Oh, very nice.
You begin looking around the room, moving, like, checking under the bed, moving the pillows, making sure there's nothing. But then, right in the plain sight, on the table, what takes your notice is a deck of cards. But they're not like a deck of playing cards. They're strange. They've got these peculiar numbers and arrayed on them, and very fine artwork. And as you're scribing through them, one in the center is different than the rest. It's drawn like the rest with fancy artwork, looks fantastic. Except magic has been poured into the lines in the card and the paper and the parchment. So it looks like a woman wielding forward a green emerald sword. She has a shield on her arm, a kite shield of sorts, swept back red hair, elvish ears pointing back, wild tattoos across her face, and everything seems to move and swish like it's like an image or an illusion on a piece of parchment. All her hair flails, and behind her you see spears and arrows flying forward as if going towards the battle. And
Okay.
at the top it has a name, but the name is in a language you don't understand. Well, I think it's in a language. I'll check your language.
My languages aren't quite accurate at the moment, but unless it's common or bugbear, then
No, you don't understand the name of the card.
I'm meticulously following Lantix around so I can learn how we actually search these places out like that.
Okay.
Seems like a useful skill to have.
spending 10 minutes to set some stuff up. Could you tell me what school of magic comes from the card?
I can give a moment.
Is conjuration a field of magic? So I feel like it's going to be that.
No, I'm trying.
Could be illusion.
Divination. That's the one I was thinking.
Divination.
Well, this one here, Mr. R, this could certainly prove interesting. Not entirely sure what it is, but certainly something to it.
One thing I forgot to mention, it's got a green emerald embedded just below the card. Like the artwork, just below the artwork, there's like a green, small, very green gem that's got a slight glow to it. The rest of the cards didn't have this. It's like, as if you've got like a trading card game and that's a shiny, if you know what I mean. Like, it looks like it stands out.
Is that the one? Is it the gem that seems to be giving off the magic or the whole card?
Yeah. The magic seems to be spreading from that gem, leading to the rest of the card.
Mm-hmm. Maybe with some further investigation, I'll get to the bottom of what this is. But for now, I think this is everything in here.
Alright then, sweet. Let's continue on then, shall we?
That seems like a reasonable course of action.
Gwendith, happy?
Yes.
Cracking. I won't even ask Chester. I'll just nod at the shield.
He's
Always
very happy.
He's always pretty content.
Chester, are we gonna be allowed to read your book before you publish it?
Yes, of course. You're mentioned quite heavily.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Ah, of course. You'll have to speak to my legal representation if you want royalties.
Okay, so as you approach this door, it opens for you, but you notice that the arcane lock is still on the other side. Like, you just pass through it.
I find something and try to jam it in behind the door in case we won't come back in.
Work. You can't, like, the moment you put something through, it doesn't come back. You can't push it. It's like a one-way teleportation or something like that.
Right, I was wondering, because as the doors opened for us, I was just going to try to jam it open, but...
Nope. But you notice as you walk out into this main hall, the statues that were there, that sprayed fire at you are gone. And the whole place has got a better air to it. Better, like, just feels nicer. You don't hear that distant kind of dripping. You don't feel anything like that sense of foreboding and pressure upon you.
Much nicer in here, isn't it?
I imagine we can travel through it a lot easier as well. Right then, come on. See if this way is shared any of its secrets with us yet. Not what I can see. What was going on with these glyphs? Lantex,
Okay, so
maybe clear in the
I
head?
was going to say, these glyphs have now changed, and all of the glyphs have gone out. Magic no longer works.
Well, it doesn't seem to be anything to them.
Yeah, it looked a bit more pretty last time. Never mind. Push this door open.
The door opens. Okay. What you see is a large ornate mirror rests on the northern wall. And other than that, the room's really just quite sparse and empty.
Ideal.
Pretty. Wonder what the crack is here. Lantex, ideas?
I'll have a look for you, Mr. R.
Okay, so as you approach, the mirror's surface ripples like water, Lantex.
Can I make some kind of arcana / investigation?
Yes, you can. Be arcana.
I've rolled investigation, but it's the same.
Yeah. So, investigation reveals that there are abyssal runes etched into the rim in tiny script.
Well, does anyone happen to speak abyssal here?
Quite the opposite.
Nope. Can't even insult abyssal creatures.
There appears to be some runes here. I believe them to be abyssal, similar to the ones outside.
Did none of us know how to read it outside? We're lacking some serious coverage in this group. We need a specialist.
Well, yes, probably.
If it ripples like water, I try to touch my finger to the mirror.
Alright, can everyone roll initiative?
Aye, why did I move forward?
Classic. Classic.
Classic.
Classic.
Classic.
You don't all have to fucking say it.
Del Fuego la Aracna.
The rolling R makes it. I open the book, it's written with a rolling R.
Yes, all 3 R's. Flamboyant flick. Oh, come on.
Oh joy.
Oh my
Oh,
fucking
wow.
god.
Alright, is everyone rolled?
Yep.
Yeah, you,
Except for the old Grilda. Alright. So take away the calming music, of course.
I thought we were going to fight ourselves mirror imaged, but there's definitely way too many initiatives there.
That looks like shadows to me.
Alright, and at that moment, what you see on the other side of the mirror, Makra, is this shadowy like creature with a golden crown pass through. The first thing he does is pull himself out the mirror and lash out at you.
Bastard.
18? That's a really good hit.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, fuck me.
Oh yeah, you take 12 necrotic damage and your strength is reduced by 4. Fuck.
Fuck me!
Jesus.
That might as well have been a critical hit for all that happened there.
Ugh.
Good thing we had that long rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck me.
Right, okay.
Is there a way I can temporarily reduce my strength, or am I just going to remember?
There is, under where your rage is, conditional modifiers.
On the modifiers.
Yeah, okay,
Nice.
so Lantix.
Alright. I'll just add it to my rage.
I guess he gets a bit of a fright and then immediately just forms a hard light needle in its face and shoots it into it.
Nice, the hard light needle does seem to do some damage, piercing through it and sinking into its what looks like shadowy flesh.
And also the defense drone. Nice.
That actually hits as well. Pew pew pew. The thing turns towards you and goes.
No!
Yeah, this thing appears on the other side. It goes for Chester. And it hits you, Chester, for 10 damage.
Oh, man.
And you lose 1 strength.
Let's go back to that bedroom.
I could have done with that.
Yeah. Drill dart fires a force dart. Hits it. Jesus, nearly, like, basically blasts a shotgun blast through the middle of its chest. The thing's nearly dissipated into wispy shadows. Alright, Macro.
I'll pull out my new special dragon javelin and
You
stab
haven't
at it with
shooted
it.
to yet, have you?
No, I guess I can still swing it.
Yeah, it still does javelin damage. And
Not with a
miss.
9.
I'm afraid you
Bastard.
lost.
Oh, I wanted rage before it. I'll rage. Is it going to make any difference? No.
Alright, so you don't rage?
Nah.
Aren't you even a little bit mad?
This
Not
one
yet.
flies out of the mirror, lands here. Goes to attack our friendly neighborhood bugbear. Jesus, I'm getting some good rolls.
Your fly's down.
Oh, you are a lifesaver. And at that moment, it turns, looks down at its crotch. God damn you.
This is so stupid.
I've not had a zipper.
I love that it's your flies are down. It's the most...
I Zephyr Strike and I Skedaddle.
Which one are you striking?
First I go to maximum distance.
Of course.
And then I shoot this one.
Ooh, kill it in 1 hit, sir.
Oh, where the fuck is Gwenda? I can't even see.
Yeah, she's ran. No, a dwarven thing. Yeah,
I
so
mean,
she-
running is not really a dwarven thing now, is it?
So Gwenda, if the shot hits it in its chest, stays mid-air, like as if frozen in time for a second, and then the thing just goes, bah, and just dissipates into shadow.
I have a dragon to kill.
Yeah. Anything else?
End my turn.
Ain't got time. Fuck around.
Apparently that went first. Whoops. Got the wrong way around. Right. So this thing moves in. Took its turn. I'm confused. I think I've taken his turn first. So Chester, it's your go.
Nice shadowy cloak. Did you get it off your nan's Davenport?
Which one is this one right in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you kill it.
Yes. Kill it with a complisol.
Yeah, it just looks towards you and goes, Gah! And as you notice, both of these shadows have died. Their golden crowns have like fallen to the ground. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, what loot.
Run over here.
Yeah. All right, nice. All right, yeah, I should just delete them. Actually. 6. All right. This thing soars out, lands here, pulls itself next to Macron, and goes to attack him. And oh my god, what the hell? I don't know. I should have had these rolls in my roleplay game last night. You know, seriously, I could do with the luck when I'm actually playing. Right, so it lashes out at you. Macron hits. Its shadowy touch just soars through your body and sends a chill through your body for 9 necrotic, and you lose 4 strength.
Come the fuck on,
Jesus.
You just see like Macron's muscles are just fading.
I now look like Chester. Well, actually, no, I'm still a bit buffer than Chester.
You probably look like Lantix now.
Oh my god, Lantix, this thing just jumps out the mirror and grabs hold of you, and a chill runs through your body.
Does it look like it's going to hit
It
me?
looks like it's definitely going to hit you.
Oh,
That
well,
gives you...
shit. 19.
And just at that moment, you summon forth the shield, and you know, like, you just bring a wall up in front of you. It's like over the wall, and it just hits in its chin and forces it back, or it can just lay a hand upon you.
Nice.
Alright, and then the last shadow peers through, goes to run, and let me... Macra, you get an attack of opportunity if you want, as it tries to rush towards Grilda.
I'll attack it with my dragon javelin.
Yep, you hit it, deal damage, but it still carries on moving.
Do I not get any extra damage or something, even because it's magical? Or do I need to be in
No,
tune
you need to
before
be
that?
tuned to it, and it rolls a nat 1 trying to attack Grilda. Grilda just brings his shield up and shield bashes in the way. Right, Lantix.
I will. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, fuck it. Yeah, I'll cast space-time distortion on myself,
Alright, you
and
roll.
then
Unwilling creature. Okay. What does it do? It allows you to be Oh, yeah.
basically
Yeah.
they count as being 10 feet away rather than 5 feet.
Yep.
I'll let the defense string go off, which misses.
Yep. Are you moving?
No, because then I'll be within range again if I go back.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. So technically, how does this affect my attacks against you?
Well, unless they have reach, they don't hit.
Oh,
Because
that's
they're 10 feet
really
away.
nice.
Unless they're smart enough to eventually work it out after the first one, but that's down to you and the stats.
Yeah, that's down to me. I'd probably allow them to make intellect saving throws after like each round to see if they realise what's going on, type thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alright, so Grildar goes to attack the one that's right in front of him, trying to push it back. Hits it, kills it. And its crown tinks to the ground. Alright, Macro. You can no longer wield your maul, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's just becoming really heavy on my back right now. Yeah, may as well just keep attacking with the javelin then.
Oh yeah, is this which one are you attacking? Left, right, or left?
Yeah, one that's already taken damage.
Alright, yeah, which means you stab it clean through the back and it just dissipates.
Feeling really weak, boys.
Hey, when
Move
did-
up. Shoot this one.
Alrighty.
After I designate it as my Slayer's Prey. 6. Plus Slayer's Prey. 17.
Nice.
As it dissipates.
I move back and then my turn.
Alright, Chester.
I'll look at Macra for a moment and I'll say, yes, you do inspire me. And I'll pull out a brand new notebook, I'll put away Monolith and Me, and I'll start writing the title, Diaries of a Wimpy Bugbear. End my turn.
Oh my fucking god. Alright, so the shadow goes to attack Macra. Makes an intellect save as well.
The
And
fuck's up with the bugbear
literally
next to him?
looks towards Atlantics. You're just like, suddenly 10 feet, suddenly 5 feet. Just doesn't want to deal with that shit. Just, yeah, goes to attack Macra, but misses. Alright, Atlantic.
Fuck fella.
I will make an attempt at a firebolt.
Nice. We haven't seen one of them from you in ages.
You haven't,
So,
but it seems to be good.
yeah, 14 damage. So it flies through the space-time continuum. And like 1 minute it's 10 feet away, next minute it's just moved that distance, and the shadow just isn't dexterous enough to dodge that. It's like you've had a bit of lag. You've just jumped towards it.
He doesn't have lag compensation.
Yeah, the firebolt goes straight through it, burns away parts of its body. And that leads down to Grildar, I believe. And Grildar's going to force die, as he has done continuously. Misses. Macra.
I'll stick it with my dragon javelin. And whiff. There's just the lack of strength from really making me struggle.
You look like you're completely exhausted.
That's me done.
Move in, designate that one as my Slayer Spray, and shoot it.
Yep, dead. Pa.
Let me roll my Slayer Spray damage. What the
Had
fuck?
2 health, Adrian.
Let me roll my Slayer Spray damage. 16 damage I did.
Yeah, it's impressive. Very impressive.
Exhausted. Exceeded. Erectile dysfunction, probably.
Fuck's sake. Alright.
Gwyneth re-enters the room after shooting the shadows. He has erectile dysfunction and skedaddles from the room.
Okay. What do you guys want to do with the crowns? Would you like me to put them in the party loot?
Yes,
Don't
if we
pick 'em
determine they're just general.
Yeah, you pick them up, Atlantics. Quick glance. They just look like golden crowns.
How many crowns are there?
6.
We could all put on a crown and be
And turn into shadows.
Have little uniforms.
and call us the crown something.
Crown crowd.
I like that.
Crowd. That's pretty good.
Do you all want a crown?
It's like we come back from
Picture this
Burger King.
bugbear with this little tiny crown on.
I pick up the crown with the butt of my spear because I don't want to touch it, and then just drop it into a bag.
Alright.
Aww, it has been rejected.
Please tell me like Macra gets some sort of strange deja vu from a past life.
No, he doesn't.
I don't want to. No, I don't want to turn into one of them. Thank you. Oh, my fucking back is killing me, and I'm starting to, like, lean on the spear like a walking stick.
You know, you can get those little pants that stop embarrassing leaks.
I feel like I need them.
Seriously, if you go down to the Monolisk toilets, there's posters all around.
Is this a man topic? Should I leave the room again?
Sorry,
I
Gwenda.
don't think this is any kind of topic. Certainly one not suitable for now.
Yeah, says the man who's been talking about a fucking inanimate object for the last 2 days. Off we go!
That was very dear to me, Mr. Decker.
Sorry, too soon.
But yes, onwards perhaps.
Alright, so you see this narrow archway leading over to a door?
I put my hand on Lantic's shoulder and I say, we all deal with loss in different ways.
Very true, Miss Redfoot. Very true.
I'm just hobbling along.
Appears to be a door here.
Right, yeah, so the door itself seems to be grimy and dirty compared to the rest that's now been cleaned.
Perhaps there's still some corruption here.
That may be the case. Would you like me to take a look for you?
Ah, yes, that would be wonderful. Apologies for earlier, you know, ran my mouth and all. Aimed it in Macra, some spilled over.
Yes, no, it's quite all right. As Miss Redfoot did point out, we all deal with loss in different ways.
Absolutely. In Macra's case, spillage.
26 for investigation, Liam.
You shouldn't bug the bugbear.
Sorry, I was just trying to research a name that I'd totally forgotten. That was important. It's from our last game as well, which... Well, I can look that up later. Okay, so 26 to investigate the door, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so 26. You notice that the door's old, grimy, all around filthy, but not trapped. Nothing that will harm you.
I believe, Mr. Decker, that maybe this has just sat here too long. I don't believe there's anything wrong with it.
Ah, good. I haven't had to use my pervertic peak spell in a while.
And I guess I'll open the door with that.
Alright, so as you open the door, a foul smell comes out towards you, and you just see piles and piles of skeletons and bodies. Some of the bodies still with flesh attached to them, and the mound of the mound of the bones is kind of like maybe 8 foot to 10 foot high in places.
Oh, Macrod, wear a nappy.
That is awful. Oh, these poor people.
It's not just the muscles on my bones that are weakened. Internal ones as well. And just lets rip a massive fart.
Wow.
Fall through.
Reverberates
Yes.
around the monolith.
What is the state of the skeleton's forehead?
Okay, the foreheads, what? Some of them are completely intact. Some of them are crushed. Some of them have what look like bits of flesh still attached.
Oh, so some of them have been returned to the stone. That's good.
I was wondering what you were referencing then.
Yeah, it took me like just before he said it.
Ugh, this is foul.
Truly an awful place. Do we just leave it? What do we do?
It's probably one of the last places we need to look.
Weak macro, I'll just drudge through it and see if there's any. Or just
Yeah,
pick
so
through the bones. See if
As you
there's anything.
do get about there, Macro, you have to push through the bones. It's like really hard going. You get, this is difficult terrain in here. You hear a kind of like a clacking of legs against stone, and the bones begin to shift and
Fuck's
move
sake.
as they begin to avalanche down towards you. And yeah, you know what that is, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thous does. Be
What,
nice,
in the
nice
room?
place for a confetti explosion, though.
In the room full of undead, there is initiative? I didn't think so.
You think they're undead, but
Oh, it's a giant worm thing. Fuck me.
it's like so sure it's going to be skeletons and zombies, and then
It's just the tone. Oh, it's a
You
giant
think
worm
you're
thing.
so
Oh, shit, it's
smart.
completely
it's just
broken.
a worm.
You think you're so
I
smart.
don't. I need. Yeah, that's it. All right, so surprise! It goes to attack you, Macro.
Bastard.
Goes for a good old bite, and it hits for 7 piercing damage.
Nice.
And then its tentacles latch on you. Can you make a Constitution saving throw?
Probably not. Where's my mic? 7. Constitution saving throw.
Alright, so you pass, you don't get poisoned, but you do take 3 poison damage. That's what it looks
Bastard.
like.
Nice.
He looks like he'd make the sound cats do when they're really angry. Actually,
Yeah. It misses. No, it doesn't. It actually hits. Grildar fires a 4-star at it. Macro, your turn.
mm-hmm. I'd actually better be using a finesse weapon. Chester, throw me that dagger. I can't even use my bastard sword. I've literally can only use my javelin.
Yeah, that's strength drain, yo.
Yeah.
And you just feebly go to attack it on this difficult terrain and just slip on some bones and go down to your knees.
Oh,
Beautiful.
it's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito.
Alright, so Chester, you're up.
Oh, it's just pathetic. But perhaps if you did, I don't know, anything better.
It's not going to help.
No, the thing is, I'm now very, very keen to save stuff. Yeah, go on then. You're so slender and so slimy.
I just love some of the shit you do. And it doesn't seem to be fazed by it whatsoever.
Oh, it's so dumb.
Alright, yeah.
End my turn.
Yeah, alright, so Lantix.
Yes. What the fuck do you do there? I guess we'll start off with a firebolt. Let's see how it reacts.
It hurts. The firebolt strikes its face.
Oh, that's in that 20, is it? No, it's not.
No, it's not that 20.
Oh, not on that one. Shit.
So a total of 17 damage. Nice. Yeah, pew pew pew. And then the firebolt hits in its face. It rears back with a kind of I don't know, kind of like a high pitched squeal. Yeah. Gwendeth.
I would like to
Just,
designate the giant worm as my Slayer's prey.
Okay.
This is basically a giant worm. Worm.
Yeah, like it's a big creature, so I shoot it with my bow.
Mm.
Aw.
No, no, it just sinks into the bones, and like the arrow just disappears.
And that's skedaddle. And I have my turn.
Alright, the thing uses crawl, goes to here, goes for one tentacly attack against the bugbear. Well, that sounds bad. Against Lantix. And can you make a Constitution saving throw, Lantix? It looks like it's about to hit you.
well, I will obviously shield.
Okay, it still hits you. You make a Constitution saving throw. And Macro just manages to feebly dodge out the bite. So you are poisoned for 1 minute, and you take a total of 5 poison damage.
Cool.
I'm still quite dexterous, just very, very weak.
Alright, so Macro, it's your turn.
Oh god, I really could do with a dex weapon. I'll just attack at you with the javelin again.
How many times are you going to be strength drained? Like,
Chester, throw me the dagger.
oh, you're just feebly swinging like crazy.
Just,
Just-
Chester, pass me the dagger.
It's just,
Oh, go on then. And I'll lob him the dagger.
Can you roll an attack roll then?
Yeah, just 1d20, yeah?
You can touch your dex if you're really aiming for him, but if you're not, it's just 1d20.
Oh my god, imagine if it just like goes beneath a pile of bones.
What's your AC?
15.
Can you roll 1d4 plus 1?
I wasn't throwing it at him, it's like an underarm.
Your word was, I lob it at him.
Okay.
You did say,
Sorry.
I pass it to him, or I throw it to his hand, like for him to catch. You went, I lob it at him.
Oh god. Rules lawyering.
Yeah, well... and he goes full, like, Shaun of the Dead as it hits him.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Not that hard, dickhead. Ow.
Would you like me to roll the damage, or will you?
Sorry?
1d4
Oh, do you want me to roll it?
plus 1.
1d4.
Just 1d4 plus 1. Right.
4.
Yeah, so 4 piercing damage, Macro.
Ow.
Alright, anything else you'd like to do, Chester?
Now I'll leave it there.
I completely just raped on. I'm such an idiot.
Alright, so, Lantic.
I didn't want to be next to it. That's problematic. Hard light needle
Alright.
and defense drone. Nice. That is a
Oh.
crit.
So,
So it's 8 radiant. No, 7.
7 radiant. 7. Right, yep. Nice. It looks like it's flagging. Its green barge is now coating the bones in a slick, kind of viscous, shiny liquid. Gwendith.
I shoot the worm!
And you kill it.
Oh man.
Nice.
Let me roll Slayer's prey. What is wrong with you?
In fact, I waited about 2 seconds for that, but you didn't even say you'd done Slayer's Prey. Because,
Well, I did it last round.
yeah, I can see. Never mind.
This is gross. I don't understand how anything so weak could kill this many people. Oh, can I have my dagger back?
I throw it back at him.
Okay.
With Dax.
Oh no, he's aiming. You actually like proper aiming it at him.
You fucking stab me with it, the cunt.
It is at his eyeball.
It hits.
Oh my god, fucking belt him with it.
It hits you clean in the gut, actually.
It's 1d4 plus 2 for my Dax. plus 1 for.
Wow.
The-
I negated all of the bonuses from Chester because he was.
Oh, that was his fault then. I'll just do 1d4 plus 1.
It's cool, I deserve it. I've been such a dick over the last 2 rounds of combat.
Oh, for fuck's sake, why is there a T and R and R? I've had too many Vinos. And I'm trying to type it whilst I'm in the dark. That's not smart.
Maybe you should turn a light on, Curtis.
It's all the other side of the room now.
Right, so 4 piercing damage as it stabs you in the gut.
Oh, tetchy.
Oh, sorry, mate.
And ow.
Right, so it's hard going through this room, but you can climb over the bones and like move around.
It's hard going everywhere.
Yeah.
I'll sift through the bones with my stick, see if I can see anything worthwhile.
Alright, investigate.
I asked Lantix to. I'll help Lantix and I'll move shit and he can look.
Things from far away.
So you've got sharper eyes than me, Lantix. See if you can see anything in here.
Nat 20.
See.
Alright, so Lantix, as you're looking around the room with Macro's help and he's pushing some of the bones out of the way, you do find some coins left over on some of these bodies, but after a thorough investigation, you think that's all that is. So there are, and you're going to hate me for this, there are 17 electrum pieces.
Doesn't appear to be much other than a few coins scattered around, Mr. R.
Maybe there's something inside of that. I imagine that just eats everything. And I'll take the dagger back off Chester and start gutting it.
Oh, electrum, not platinum. I was like, nice loot.
No, it's electrum. Keep making a survival check, Macro. You are cutting the thing open, aren't you?
Yeah, it's not going to be particularly pretty or skillful.
No, you just get covered in this viscous guts and blood.
Ugh.
In fact, you're lucky you didn't hit his venom glands.
Freak alone for you, isn't it?
And I'll just pass the dead gunky dagger back to Chester. I'll just push it into his chest. Not like stabbing him in the chest, but like...
Yeah.
Just inserts into his fucking cavity.
Oh.
Alright.
And then I'll just run my hand down his chest.
No, thank you. I prefer Paco
Hey, this stuff's a delicacy.
Yeah, it's a delicacy, perhaps.
Doesn't smell like it, though.
Make note. You pull out a notebook. You do Chester. No. 1 million Decker. That's better, yes.
1 million Decker, that's the best!
Fuck's sake. I'll push this door open.
It pushes open with like a... You have to pull it inwards, so you have to like, pull it against all of the bones.
Alright, okay.
It's hard going, but you manage to open it up, and you see a set of stairs that lead over empty air, and the stairs move as if they're like waving around, kind of like in midair.
Oh, that is definitely gonna make me throw up. Alright, come on.
Wait. If you're gonna throw up, I want to go first. Going through your puke.
It just means I'll throw up on your back then.
Chester, you go second.
So I will.
Oh.
After all the things Chester must have done, he's probably got a strong stomach. And I descend the wobbly stairs.
Alright, so the stairs, they do make you kind of feel slightly sick, but you do manage to get down to the bottom just fine.
That was not pleasant.
Yeah, not
And we have some more rickety stairs.
Yes, these stairs are kind of like an old wooden scaffolding that leads down towards part of an old crumbling tower, but you can see that the stairs lead to the top of a tower.
So these stairs go up.
They go down, sorry.
Gwenda, you look pretty skinny. You go first.
I think I probably weigh more than Chester, but I do go first.
Alright, so yeah, the supports seem to be old, but you realise it's still sturdy, and with age it seems to have petrified rather than rot.
Oh, cool.
And
do one at
can
a
you do me a
time.
favour? Can you roll me a perception check, Braindev?
I mean, I really should not be going first. Perception. Nope.
You don't really notice. It's cool.
It's cool. Didn't want you to notice anyway.
Grildar looks towards you all and says, and tries to get in the way of Lantix as he walks down and says, you should, and just tries to get in the way of your view, even though you can't help it. And Lantix, what's your passive perception?
Oh fuck.
Oh no.
Can you see
It is 13.
Just over yonder, on a floating platform with a giant sarcophagus, embedded into the sarcophagus is your axe.
Oh yeah, that bodes well. Giant fucking sarcophagus.
Oh fuck.
I see this, do I?
Yeah, with your passive perception, you can see, like right here, embedded in the top of the sarcophagus, is your axe.
Okay.
It's literally directly above where you guys have thrown it off as well.
And how do I feel about this?
You're not too bothered. You got.
Oh, yeah, I can
essential,
see.
That's mine, but at the same time, the curse has been removed, so you don't feel like you know that it's cursed. You know that it'll be bad to touch it. But however, there is this lingering thought, like, that's mine. It belongs to me.
The deception was that good; it actually broke the curse.
I guess you just see like a really bizarre sight as this large bugbear lets out like a really tiny, pitiful gnome sob.
Should we?
He just kind of slowly turns away and tries to wander off.
Is there a way we can collect that and not get like Lantixed by it?
Thanks, young Master Ironblood. Thanks.
I just didn't want you to fall prey to its curse again.
The spider must have reassembled and reforged it.
I just kind of walk away and hope for the best.
Right.
Lantix, is there a way we could probably gather it up without getting cursed by it? Is that a possibility?
I'm really trying not to think about it at the moment, Mr. Ra. I think you'll have to deal with that yourself, I'm afraid.
Alright, okay. We'll leave it.
This looks like quite a good spot for a boss fight.
If you hadn't already defeated one. But no, this area is circular and has weeds and like odd luminescent plant life growing through the cracks in the flags. And a double set of stairs leads to a large cathedral-like door.
There's some riches in there.
God, yeah, we skipped a lot of this place by jumping down, didn't we? But that's really annoying.
I mean, that's sort of
for the demon that created this place.
Who built a fucking thing you could just jump down from the top to get to the last part?
Oh yeah, if you jumped from the top floor, you would have got really hurt.
I'll check this again. Hang on.
Okay.
I'll do the check-in, sorry, even. Investigation?
Yes, if you're checking the door, that is. It's perfectly fine.
We're good to go.
So the three of us push in the giant doors together.
Alright. Revealing a sandy and dusty inner chamber. You see that it once was dedicated to Bastat, the god of war, because of the images depicted and all of the carvings along the wall. But now there is a slightly glowing magic circle in the center.
Unnerving.
I never understood why these bastards glorified war so much.
And at that moment, there's a flash inside the magic circle, and you see this creature appear, and then run against the circle, and then get bashed back as if it's like trapped inside.
Oh, fascinating. Hello.
It stands there looking at you all, and it has a like pitchfork in one hand, and just stares and goes,
Do you suspect this is... Oh, can't even get my fucking voice right. Do you reckon this is the one that's been doing the scribblings outside?
Quite possibly. Looks like the sort.
What do you suppose we do with it? It doesn't seem to be getting out. Do we leave it here?
In the back of your head, Lantix, you hear its voice, but now you understand it. She trapped me. Release me and we can come to some kind of deal.
No.
I don't think that's going to be the case.
Alright,
You
so
don't seem the most trustworthy of fellas.
in the back of... actually, it's going to make an insight check first to see if it can determine the most susceptible person in the group.
God.
It looks around. Its eyes lock on Chester.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And in the back of your head, only you hear Chester. Come, we can come to some kind of deal. Let me out of this magic circle, and I can rain upon you riches beyond your imagination.
God, it's totally going to work as well.
Riches, you say?
Riches!
What kind of riches?
The ones beyond your imagination.
Gems and magical items.
Oh, I do like those. What do I need to do if I was interested?
You see these here rooms, and he points towards the 7 rooms. I think 7. Yeah, 7 rooms. He goes, just walk up to one and scribble over it. Move it with your foot. Erase the room.
Right. Very well. I'm just going to have a little look around. How many riches?
Some.
Mm,
Depends how well you please me.
I want most.
Most. He runs towards the edge of the magical circle where Chester is, attempts to break free, and there's just a flash of light as he sent hurtling back, and he says, "Release me, cur!"
You know, I'll pull out the quill flute.
What kind of weapon is that? Pathetic. He turns,
I don't feel like treating with you today. See you later.
turns to the rest of the group and reverts back to his odd kind of language.
I defeated his mental test. I was iron in mind.
Perhaps we just leave this thing then.
And in the back of your head, Gwendoline, don't leave me here. I can help you. I can help you defeat her. Ramhook.
It's just talking nonsense.
No,
Too late, bitch.
the fiend that dwells in the bottom of this Monolisk.
No, we killed her.
What?
Yeah, I shot her head off.
What? No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Impossible.
I am pretty good.
You killed Ramhook?
Well, that's not what Chester calls her. Chester, what do you call the giant spider?
What's that, sorry?
What do you call the giant spider we killed?
Her name was Del Fuego la Arachna.
Yeah, we've killed that one.
Look how right. Shit. And Gwen in the back of your head, he goes, "Stupid! The war continues. Yet you won't release me so I can fight.
He's being really mean to me now.
The abyss rots." Ah! He's flailing around inside the magic circle, and he says, in the back of Makral's mind, you hear, "Friend, I've been trapped here for many, many years. Release me, friend. Rewards will be yours. I see that you are suffering from some sort of magical affliction. I could restore you."
Well, I imagine probably a good night's kip restores it, but he sounds like he's pretty reasonable to me. Why are we not releasing him?
He called me stupid.
No, that's not very nice. Why did you call us stupid?
He doesn't reply, and then just in his language he goes, "Ska!"
I
What
mean,
are we
if he's
doing
really
then? He seems
sorry
like
about it.
Yeah, he doesn't seem particularly helpful in any shape or form. Should we release him? Has he got anything cool on him?
He looks like he's got some sort of pitchfork.
Can you?
Is it like a nice pitchfork?
It's a bit shiny, but it's not exactly, your top dollar weapon. It's,
I think this is one to probably be left.
You can. Anyone that wishes can make a religion check to see if they actually know what it is.
What about the things around his chin? You reckon they sell well?
He look in the back of your head, Macro. He says, "Don't look at my beard as some sort of treasure."
I'm looking at all of you as some kind of treasure. You
Fuck
make
you.
cool that.
Yeah. If you're bugbear enough, come in here and fight me.
No. I'm so happy one of my kids had mentioned it when they come back from summer school.
Yeah, you have no clue what it is.
Wendeth doesn't care. It insulted her.
Yeah. Fine. Someone will be along soon. If you've killed Ramhook, then the god's blade is free. You would have attracted attention from everywhere.
Yeah.
What is the God's Blade?
You're in it, fool!
Oh, I thought it was like a weapon. I got excited.
It is a weapon.
What sort of weapon?
A big weapon. A weapon once used by the gods.
For what?
Vanquishing! Slaying! Killing! What are weapons for?
Depends on the weapon, really.
Ah, you'll see. You entered through the pommel.
Mr. Lantix, do you make sense of this?
Yeah, this guy seems to talk a really big game, but I'm not quite sure.
I mean, only that maybe he's saying this temple is some kind of weapon. Seems to be what he's talking about, but who knows? He could be crazy, could be trying to trick us.
No, he's definitely fucking nuts.
Yeah, have you seen his beard?
Yeah. I'll just scope around the room. Definitely nothing else in the room. Just this thing holding there.
You can make an investigation check. You don't seem to find anything. There are drifts of sand that rise up to the corners, though. Like, they're quite deep. And that, you just realize that's all you notice.
Must have been blown into the corners then by them making that thing. Alright then, if we're not going to kill him and sell him, or capture him and sell him, just leave him here then, I guess, yeah?
I think that's probably for the best.
I mean, the dog will probably deal with it, right?
Oh, yeah, what's your disposition on the dog? What do you think of the dog?
Dog.
Yeah, the big guardian thing on the top.
Spits.
Oh, well, I'll look forward to the dog eating you in a moment. That'll be quite funny.
Dodson. Ah.
Yeah, keep laughing. If the dog asks us nicely enough, we'll come and help him kill you. It'd be quite funny.
And then suddenly in broken kind of comedy says, "I'll see you in hell."
Yeah. It'd be funny watching him eat your arsehole out. Alright, go on.
Wow. That just happens.
Alright, so you guys leave the cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
I think at this point we climb back out, right? We've seen most.
Well, there's got to be a way of getting down to where we were before from here, though, no?
Unless you want to jump through the darkness.
There's got to be a way other than jumping through the darkness. Oh, actually, I guess that door did say take a leap of faith, didn't it? Maybe we had to do that.
What?
That's a bit weird. I really hope we didn't miss anything down there.
I mean, we did miss the giant sarcophagus. We did check that. It's probably important.
Yeah, I just don't want to go too close to it, with Ood Axie on the top. I guess we could just push the lid off.
It's also grave robbing, so...
That sounds like a great idea. And then, what's the jump from here down to the where the sarcophagus is?
Well, the thing is, it's a 5-foot jump, but it's a 30-foot down.
Yeah, that's what I meant. How far down is it?
Yeah, it's about 30 foot.
30 foot. What damage? I'm going to take 1d6 there, aren't I?
2.
2d6 30 foot? Ugh.
I mean, that could only be 2 damage.
No, it could be 12.
Yeah, but I've got 11 HP. I could rage before I land and half it. I mean, I've got rope and shit, right? I'll measure out like 25 foot of rope and tie it around my waist, and then like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll get everyone to grab it. I won't just jump off, but I'll like abseil down the side of the tower.
All right.
And I'll get down so I'm like just 10 foot above it, and then I'll on 3 I'll go 1, 2, 3, and I'll kick off it as hard as I can, and then get all of them to like slacken off the rope. So as I swing off, I'll just fall back down onto the ledge.
All right, make an acrobatics check with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Superb. And I'm down here now. And then once I'm down here, I guess like, people could just jump and I can catch them. Like I guess I can break the falls of most of the people that are gonna land down here.
Yep.
Maybe the bugbear. Maybe the bugbear should abseil down as well, but over the rest of them, I can just catch them.
Right there, just writing some notes.
All right, tie a rope on the top. Actually, leave the rope there. Slide down. Do the same as I did. Tie the rope off up there somewhere. Nail it down somehow. Grildo, can you manage that? So we can get back up.
Yeah, Grodor says I can tie it here if you wish to go check.
Cracking. I'll wait for someone. Gwendeth, you coming down?
When death comes down, I'm really uncomfortable about grave robbing.
Actually, you might be better up there. I guess if anything does pop out of there, you can just shoot from up there, can't you?
That is great, and that means I don't commit crimes.
Yeah, well, if you stay up there, I'll just go down. Just make sure I don't die down here. Like, hailfire on it and shit like that.
Nice.
So I'll just go up to the sarcophagus lid. I'll make sure I don't... I just noticed the axe sticking out the top of it.
Yep.
I'll try to avoid the axe best I can, and then I'll jab this new spear javelin that I've got, jab it into the edge, and then like try and push the lid off.
You don't have enough strength.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I asked Grildor if he's got a crowbar. I'm positive almost he's got a crowbar.
I don't think he does.
He bought like 250 gold worth of shit. It's got to be in there. Crowbar's like 101 grave robbing.
I don't think he has one. I'm looking at his inventory and it doesn't seem to have one.
Someone IM him. Has he put all the other stuff he bought in there as well?
The thing is, it does say contents of bag of holding. See my OneNote. So.
Oh right, okay. Check his OneNote. He definitely got all of the
I
event.
don't know his OneNote, so I'll say yes. And you hear ding, ding, ding as it lands next to you.
Ah, cracking. I'll use that then.
Are Chester and Lantix here as well?
No,
Yes,
I'm the only one who's gone down. Unless Lantix.
I'm not with them.
Well, I don't know exactly how far they've gone. I
Yeah,
can't
that's
see it.
exactly
Oh, they're
the
there.
problem.
Okay. Yeah.
I've just advised
Couldn't
everyone
see
else
you
to stay
'cause
up
of the
there.
weird translucent totem.
Right, you need to make an athletics check.
Who's
Oh
that,
yeah,
sorry?
I need to make one.
Oh.
That was to Mac.
Curtis.
Yeah. No, my athletics is still actually pretty good.
Nice. And
Pop goes the weasel.
inside this sarcophagus lays the most hideous creature you have ever seen. First thing you notice is maw dangles open in a hideous kind of like row of yellow sallow teeth inside a hyena head with thick red musky fur spreading from the top of its jackal-like head all the way down its back. It wears rags and clothes. Its obsidian-like claws are bent over its chest in like a cross. And at that moment, its yellow eyes open. It looks towards you. Everyone hears a howl. And that's where we're going to end today's session.
Why grave robbing never easy?
Loves
What?
a cliffhanger.
I told you shouldn't.
Just so you know what it looks like before next time we play, it looks like that.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, I would rob from that thing's grave. Like, no qualm.
Well, I am on a holiday next week, so we will not be playing next week, but we will be back straight afterwards. We'll be back and playing on the 23rd.
Can you do me a little favour before you disappear, if possible?
Yeah, anyway, I'm going to end the stream there.